Now, so Ivan, if you will press this switch over, when I say now, that will open our station. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Thank you very much.
How are you all? Welcome to today's show. So today I have played the boring intro, the one that I play when I have no guests. However, I've tricked you. Here's Natasha.
Hello. Hi, Penny.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
A bubbly mood that you were in earlier on. Shocked me today on Facebook. You were like, hello! And I'm like, whoa, what have you done with Natasha?
Oh, she went on holiday.
Right, so we've got a bit of a special one today. I've got I'm very embarrassed. Everyone's been really nice to me this week. I've got
Someone's still out,
but I can't open it yet. I can't open it until I get permission from Mike. So come on. Right, so I have right. So I'm going to be doing some more work on my bus today. I'm guessing you're doing. Show us what you've done, because you have done an impressive amount. I know you go, well, I haven't done a lot, but you actually have.
Don't feel like I have some days.
No, it doesn't always though.
If I turn it that way.
You've done your head, didn't you?
Got me head in.
Yeah. You've done a lot, and you've got what, about a third of it done?
About that.
And to be honest with you, do you really want to get it done super quick?
No,
you know,
because I'll end up being like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, the argument I have here is if you get it done super quick, you just got to spend more money and get another one. And, you know, do you enjoy it anymore? I mean, I guess there's people out there that enjoy it doing it really, really quick. But the way I see it, the longer it takes you, the more enjoyment you get.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to really rush it.
So, I mean, I've been busy on the other one. I haven't done all of it. I've still got about 4 squares to do. But then I always set myself a target that's slightly unachievable. So that's fine. Right. So today, talking about unachievable targets, I am hoping, I'm just going to steal the whole screen for a sec.
Okay.
So I am hoping to get this square that we just done a corner yesterday. I'm going to want to get this so I can get rid of this, because look, just sitting there overnight, it's all gone curly. So I want to get this done. So that's going to eat into the bus. Then I'm going to do probably 2 or 3 of these. I doubt I'll get any further than that, but if by some miracle I do, then I'll start working on this one. By the time I stream next, I will have possibly finished the other one, so you might see some done off camera. But obviously that's fine. That's, you know, so just to recap, I'm going to switch the lights off so you can see it better. What we've been doing is all of the 310 outside of the bus has been mixed with a little bit of AB 310. Now there is a lot of 310 inside the bus, but anything inside is just going to be done pure 310. It's just that outside. Sorry, my phone's going off, but I've got to put my phone on here because I forgot to charge it. Look at this, guys. I cracked my case. Thankfully, not my phone. But that is why we buy cases, guys. So that if we have... I cracked it by cleaning it.
Yep.
It's acrylic. So I'm rubbing it, and I obviously bent it too much, and it just gave, which just gives me an excuse to buy that super duper new case I want to buy with a built-in keyboard and everything. But that's how it goes. You accidentally break your case, you got to buy that brand new flashy Bluetooth keyboard for it, like it's some kind of reward.
Reward of breaking it.
All coffeeed up. Natasha, are you all coffeed up?
Yeah, I got about half a cup.
Okay, I'm as you can see there, I'm coffeed up. I've got a can of coffee open, another can. I got me scampi and lemons. I got the rest of the diet. I'm guilt-free now with digestives because I felt bad. This is how I am. I'm the thief with a conscience. I stole some of these biscuits last night, so I went out and bought them a double pack from Iceland to replace the few. So I thought, well, I might as well nick these biscuits because I have replaced them twice. But that's how I go. Right, guys. So let me put my light on so I can see. If I can find the button, there we go. Let's bring Natasha in. Let's go this one, shall we? Right, so let's get diamond painting. So I'll do a bit of a catch up on chat first. So Kenneth, hello and afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone is well and having a fantastic day. Peter Webster says hi, Kenneth. Peter Webster says hi, Penny and Natasha. Hi, Peter Webster.
Okay.
Well, you've been busy, looking great. Obviously referring to you, Natasha.
Thank you.
Teresa says hi all. Guys, don't forget that not only is the yay nay game running today, it's Friday, which can only mean one thing, which is, Natasha,
Goes up £5.
it goes up by £5. So as of
Do
this
you want
month,
the yeses?
yes.
This is the yeses that you've given. It's
Okay.
a mineral.
It's a mineral.
Does it still exist?
Yes.
Is it an object portable?
Yes.
So there are your yeses.
There you go. So the prize fund is now up to £15, which is possibly enough to buy a diamond painting. If it's not enough, it's not far off. So you can, if you're that fabulous diamond painting from Smith's Beads that you had your eye on, if you win this, you will be able to afford it. So, right. So I've got a note there. I'm just going to do whatever that says on there now. Yeah. So I'm trying to steer the conversation away from my excitement.
Yeah, but you're not going to, are you?
Horrible to me. So I'm chatting with Natasha today, and she goes, "Go to your bin." I'm like, "What?" Just go to your bin, she says. And I've lost the cheat sheet for my bus. I had it yesterday. There it is. So I'm like, "What?" She could just go to your bin. And I thought, oh, maybe it's Amazon or something. Right. Does it have many uses? Pete, you're going to have to define many. Can you re-answer that question, but redefining what many means? Because that's a little bit subjective, isn't it? It could be more than one. It could be more than 10. It could be more ways than you'd think originally. I don't know. But just if you could slightly redefine that for me, please. Right. So, getting all excited about the colour yesterday, when it was just all shades of grey. Yes, Penny, it was.
Huh? Sorry,
Yeah.
multitasking.
I said we were getting all excited about different colours yesterday, weren't we? And it was just different shades of grey, but nice shades of grey.
Yes, have you got more blacks coming yet though?
There is quite a lot of black in, most of this is black, but these are, I don't know how I'm going to feel about the black because I've done so many blacks with AB 1310s and all of this is going to be just flat black. So I mean, it could make it better, because obviously 2 different blacks, it's effectively using a 70th color, isn't it?
True.
So right, let's
But a
see.
lot of people don't class black and white a colour, do they?
No, it's not really from a like scale modeling point of view.
It's not
That
really a colour.
white, black, and brown isn't a color. It's a non-color. Same with silver and gold. And just to be extra controversial, some people will argue that orange isn't a color, because orange is, they class orange as a shade of brown. I'm not going to get involved in that one, because I thought orange was a mix of yellow and red. But I think it's like more from a computer point of view. It's a shade down from browns. So, which is interesting, isn't it? So, guys, you know, if you thought that paint was one of those subjects that's quite boring, you can actually have a heated argument about paint.
You could. I think anyone could.
No, but you know, you think all these people, painty people, they're quite boring with their greasy hair and their flasks of lemon tea wearing their anoraks.
Yeah.
So it can actually get quite heated. Right, so is it used for other things or only have one purpose? Right, yes. Yes to that question. It is used for other things or only has one purpose. No, sorry. Hi all, sorry Miss Jesse's stream was working at Christmas light switch on. That's fine. Life is far more important than my show. You know, I think that was convincing the way I said that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's fine. You know, when you think about it, like, there's 4 days when I can't make it. We just call that a non-show day. And, you know, if you guys can't make it on the same day that I can't make it, or sorry, on the same day that I can make it, you know, that's just how it is. What am I doing? 535. 535 is Z. So, no, it's absolutely no worries. But how are you getting on with that Eiffel Tower? Have you done much to it since? I did like that.
Did you?
Yeah, I think I'm being inspired to have a little go at something a little bit less complex, but having a little go at matchsticks.
Oh, wow.
I'm actually looking for a crafty hobby that I might be able to do on a moving coach. So something not too bulky, doesn't need too many tools or equipment, something that can be picked up and put down at a second's notice. I thought about drawing, but there's only 2 problems with that. I can't draw to save my life.
No, nor can I.
I can doodle.
No harm in doodling.
Yeah, I can just go on a piece of paper. That works pretty good at that, actually. Yeah. I just missed 2 obvious ones. Oh, I got that staticky tray today.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, the ones where they stick. Right, K's. Time for the K's. K, 3860. I do feel a bit dodgy about saying that. KKK.
I know, yeah, I get like that.
Right, people are going to be telling me off. So, right, there's a K. Little shades of brown on my blue bus. Adds to the excitement. Right, more K's down here. You can see all of this, guys. Here you can. That's all good. So I was frantically working at this. The other one that I'm doing, it's what's left is mainly white. It's being a wedding picture. You would expect quite a little bit of white in there, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah.
And yeah, I've got about that much to do now. not that bit, but that much. So, but when I'm working tomorrow and Sunday, and then I'm on night shift on Monday and Tuesday. So I'll come home, I'll be tired, but I really need sleep in the daytime. So what I'll do is I'll try and sleep. I'll try and keep myself awake all night. So I'll probably do a bit of Football Manager 22 while doing a bit of diamond painting. And I'll try and get bed about 6 or 7 in the morning. Right, Peter Webster says, hi, Mark. Hi, Peter. I'm hoping to finish building my Tamiya RCVW bus tomorrow, ready to order another kit. Oh, I hope we get to see that then. Not done too much. Gotta feel like getting on as glue takes ages to dry. Suspend. I'm going to state the obvious here, Mark. I'm assuming you're using wood glue, are you, for matchsticks? Right, there's a name I don't recognise. Hannah Weston. Have we seen you before? Welcome to the show. Hannah, Teresa says hi. Always glad to see old and new faces. You know, we don't discriminate here. Young, old, new to the show, regulars to the show. Remember, all regulars were new once, so don't think you're any different from anyone else. You're any less or more thought of. Everyone is as special as everyone else. So, in case this is the first time you have ever seen my show, I am doing a custom of one of the buses that I used to drive. When I started agency driving, I used to take a picture of a bus first time I drove it, and for this purpose actually, but it's taken me about 2 years to actually get around to doing customs. So one particular night, it's quite an amazing night. It was just a fine normal night, and then it just literally snowed. It just chucked it down. So I took a picture of my bus, and that was after about 5 or 10 minutes. And I decided I'm going to turn that one into a diamond painting. And I quite like it because because this is obviously bigger than the photo. It's picked up like all of these. I'm calling them whooshers of snow. Like all these snowflake that are being blown about in the wind, and it's looking pretty good actually. So I'm quite happy with it.
And it's got a nickname now.
What's that?
It's got a nickname now, hasn't it?
Snow bus.
Yep.
Yeah, we call it snow bus. And what I started to do was, I like wolves. I'm trying some other things out, but a lot of my diamond paintings are going to be quite bussy. So what I'm going to do is, my next diamond painting is not going to be the same subject as the one I'm doing. So the last one was a wolf. So this one was never going to be a wolf, but I'll chuck about 3 or 4 different ones in the mix, and I'll let you guys vote on it. And then I will get all of my diamond paintings done, but I'll let you guys choose which one is the next one.
Yeah, get you.
That'll be quite fun that way. Or it might not. I mean, there might be one that I'm dying to do that you guys just never let me do.
That's always the way.
That's always the way.
Yeah.
So, I'm a little bit harsh taking Mickey out of Natasha there, though, but with her always the way. But you know me. You know me. I'll pick on anybody. I don't discriminate. I'll pick on you all as harshly as everyone else. But then I
do it back eventually, don't
I? Yeah. Well, you and Chris, you ganged up on me the other night.
That was funny. I couldn't help it.
That was actually funny. I can't find M's.
M&M's.
3799. Seems to be my favorite color. 3799. It's one of those dull colors that you use on. It's funny actually that if you look at every single color I'm using, there aren't many colors that on their own I'm like, whoa, that's really nice. But when you've actually got them all down, they do look really good. I was thinking that on the other one. This isn't a particularly bright and colorful one. You know, you got the blue bus, but even even a sort of a silvery blue. That's not exactly that bright and exciting, is it?
It probably will be by the time you get down there.
Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, I thought the Flixbus was quite exciting because it was bright green. Not my favourite colour, but it is definitely bright, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe in the next Flixbus I take a picture of, I'll try and get me in the cab as well, shall I? Sticking my fingers up at you lot and going, "Ah."
Problem is, I'd end up doing it back to you.
Yeah, you would, but I'm not doing it. See, that's where I can be selective. I can do a diamond painting of me sticking my fingers up to you, but I was really like, yeah, I don't want to do one of you sticking your fingers up to me. Well, you know, the old saying, oh, it's my show, I'll do what I want. So long as it passes the vote of 4 other diamond paintings. So, do you know what? I've been not complaining, but on the other one, it's been so confetti. It was like so many colours. And then I've got to block on it now, and I've done so much block. And this one's had so much block. This is a lot more confetti, and I'm like, oh, nice. That's really nice. Right, Mark Fitz says yes. It will be on my channel, a running video. I look forward to that then. Hi, Teresa. Might do some later after my tea has been delivered. Oh, are you having deliveries, are you? What are you having, Mark? We had a really nice Chinese the other day. They do a set meal for one, and you get chicken and noodle soup, which was really nice. You get a big old pancake roll, which was all right. And then you get a choice of 4 dishes. And what me and the lodger did is we chose a meal each, and then we had I had half of his main bit, and he had half of mine. And then we chucked in a portion of mixed veg because we didn't know what the portion sizes were going to be like. And I think we've got something else in as well. So yeah, I can't remember. We put something else in, but the main meal portion sizes were quite large, and they probably could have done us both twice. But I think we ended up having the soup, the pancake roll, chicken fried rice, and beef chow mein. And I didn't bother with any drinks because I know V's got a load in the fridge. So I can't see the point in buying extra drinks if you've already got some.
True.
And they're all overpriced from takeaways anyway, aren't they?
They usually are.
Although not as overpriced as those alcoholic drinks from the hotel. I still can't get over that, you know.
I'm shocked over that one.
Yeah. Double Glenmorangie and a Captain Morgan's and Coke, £15.80. I mean, there's London prices, and then there's London prices. Then there's hotel prices. Then there's hotels in London prices. So, yeah. But I'm working with him next week. I wonder if he'll go. Oh, we're on nights next week, so I hope the bar won't be open. So he's got away with that. Mind you saying that, I remember another guy. He don't work with us anymore. He's a funny guy, though. We pulled into London. There's a nice little cafe in... if you ever go to Victoria... there's a little cafe in the arrivals, and it's quite reasonably priced. It's quite reasonably priced for a cafe, let alone one in London. And I don't know if he discounted anything because we were bus drivers, but it was like £1 something for coffee. And I didn't know the prices when I went in the first time, but I said to this driver, excuse me, I said, oh, do you want a coffee? He went, oh, that'd be nice. So I grabbed a couple of coffees. So, of course, when we started our return shift, we had to pick up from Earl's Court where there's a Tesco's there. So we got there a bit early. So we're like, oh, let's nip in Tesco's and get some food. And he went, oh, do you want a coffee? You bought me one this morning. So I'm like, yeah, all right, go on then. So he bought me this coffee out of the Costa coffee machine for nearly £3. And he went, I feel robbed there. You know, you spent £1 something on the coffees, and I spent like £3 each.
Yeah.
So he goes, I ain't doing that again. So that's your cost of coffee machines prices, though, isn't it?
True.
See, trouble is those machines, you're paying for the convenience, aren't you?
Yeah, that's the thing about that, though, isn't it? So,
Yeah. And the trouble with Victoria is you are limited on choice.
Yep.
Unless, especially in the evening time. I remember when I first came to Glasgow, I had like an 11 o'clock departure.
Mm.
And I got there for about 10-ish. And the only thing that was open was this horrible little kebab shop. And there was nothing special about it. But it was the only place open to get hot food. And I knew what I was actually doing was I was getting the overnight coach to Glasgow and then going straight into my first day at first group training group.
Mm.
And I knew I was expecting to be in Glasgow for 7, and I started my training course at 8 o'clock. So, and I had no idea if Glasgow bus station had anything to offer, especially at that time of day. So it's like, I need a couple of bottles of Coke for a long journey, and I need to eat something. Although saying that, they did actually do a service stop en route, which is more than we offer. It's quite funny when they get, well, it's not funny, but we get halfway through the journey and they go, oh, can I go and buy some drinks? I'm like, no, you ain't got time. And the trouble with our route is if everything runs smoothly, you might get 5-10 minutes at each stop. Like when we get to Birmingham, we quite often get 15 minutes. Yeah. But if just one thing happens on the road, that's it. You're late.
Yeah, it's not the same, is it?
Yeah, and especially Manchester, Birmingham way, it's actually quite likely. I think that's why they give us that extra 15 minutes. And then, of course, all the night roadworks comes out. Quite often now when we do the N30, we don't even bother coming up the M1 now. We just come straight up the M40, straight into Birmingham. It takes us an extra 10 or 15 minutes, but it's steady. So, is Mike back yet from walking this dog?
No idea. I can't see him from here.
Doing well to hold off. And I said to Natasha, I said, I'll just cut the box open so it's easier for me to do it on stream. She's like, no. She's quite mean to me, actually. She looks lovely on camera, but she's not off camera. I can show you that one.
You wouldn't have me any other way.
No, I wouldn't, actually. Just wouldn't be you.
No, like earlier.
Yeah. But I think I know what's in it. I do think I know. Because I think Mike has been giving me the clue without actually giving me a clue. But when I've opened it, I'll be honest with you and say if that's what I was expecting. And then I'll tell you why I was expecting what I was expecting. It won't ruin the surprise if it is what I think it is, but it's natural to try and guess, isn't it? Right. How do I go about getting a custom diamond painting done for my wife? Right. What you need to do is, let's do this, shall we?
Yeah.
So you go to the Smith's Beads website and you help and info contact details, right? And click the F to message us. Where's the F? I can't find an F. Right. Okay, let's try it again then. Right. No. Oh, there we go. Use the Facebook button. There we go. So go to their Facebook group. Right. For some reason, that's doing that differently. Right. Okay. Continue as me. Right. And then Smith's Beads. And then what you do, Right, I'm just going to write the words ignore this. Ignore. Ignore this streaming. Right, so ignore that. Right, and then go, hello, I'd like a custom. Please, can you help? And there you go. And I just sent a message to Smith's Bees asking about a custom. And then Mike will take it from there. If you want to give more details at that point, you can. But that's all you need to put. That's probably the minimum you need to say, isn't it? Hello, I'd like a custom. Please, can you help?
Yeah.
And he'll probably start questioning me back, saying, how big do you want to go? What do you want the custom of? How much do you want to pay? You know, that kind of thing, you know. I mean, he might not ask all those questions. But that's, if you haven't got a clue, then that's a good start. You know, you're in the right direction. He knows what you want. You know, obviously, once you start ordering customs from them and you got a bit more of an idea, then what I would probably do is send him a picture and go, yeah, I want a custom of this. I'm thinking about this size. And then he'll go, yeah, that size will work, or that size won't work. You know, you might say to him, Natasha, you had one of your budgies, didn't you? And you had all the background changed.
Would you like to see it?
Yes, love to see it, Natasha.
Bear in mind, this was in a cage.
Yeah, but what you've got there is that isn't the original picture.
No.
The original picture has been edited. There you go. So the back, see how he's got that sort of love hearty background. And then my Flixbus, I had the background blurred just to sort of bring more emphasis in. So if you want him to do a little bit, I don't know how much editing he can do. It looks like he's a lot. He can do a lot more than I think he can do. But you know, I've only ever asked him for a little bit of editing. You know, stuff that I can do myself. So and that's how many colors you get. How many whites? How many packets? 75 packets. Bit of a warning, that's how many colors you're going to get roughly. You're going to get in the region of 70. I've had a 69 and a 70, and then your current one is 61, is it, Natasha?
The
one that you're doing now with you and your son.
My most one is that color 151.
Whoa, that's a lot, isn't it? But then it's a big custom, so you'd expect that.
My highest color on my bird is that one.
Yeah, but you're going to get a lot of colors, and I personally like that because it means two ways to get good detail on your diamond paint. One is to have it big, and the other one is to have it a lot of colors. So right, so so Peter Webster is waiting for his chicken tikka balti and chapatis to arrive, and I bet you didn't expect me to pronounce that.
Get that back in the same bag.
I do. I used to know how to make chapatis, and I've forgotten. It's one of those things. I think if you got to keep doing them, otherwise you forget. I used to do an absolute mean. I'm going to use the word curry, but the person who taught me don't refer to it as curry, and it's using all various spices. And she told me how to use, you know, this one adds color, this one adds flavor, this one's very spicy, so if you don't want it as spicy, don't put so much in. This one's quite peppery, and you know, this gives it a red, this gives it a yellow, and so on and so forth. And I used to do a mean chicken thingy bobby, whatever it's called.
Thingy bobby.
Yeah, I can't remember this. Pakistanis and Indians, they don't call them curries, do they? They call them like tikka balti, tikka or balti or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's, you have a kind of an established spice level for each one. But in all honesty, you do it to taste. I mean, I remember she made this curry, and I don't know what on earth possessed me to do it, but I had an eat off with her husband, and it was the hottest curry I've ever had. And it was funny because he's bald, and as you could see the sweat running down his head. And I was all right. I had plenty of hair, but my hair was soaking wet when I finished. And I'm not really into spicy food. I think I was just doing it because it was just the challenge of doing it. It was a really close one, but I think he backed off a bit because he was a nice guy, actually. How many of these 823? Oh god, I've obviously got more packets to come, haven't I? I think I'm going to be buying more 823s because I think I mixed a lot of my 823s in with my 939s on the other diamond painting. So we decided not to change it because it's not a massive difference. It's like the 823 blue and a very, very dark sort of a midnight blue. But this is another reason why I don't really like working on more than one at once. You guys don't have an objection to me working on this off stream. And I'm going to be honest with you, if you did have an objection, I'm still going to anyway.
Objection.
No, it's... Well,
I'm joking.
the point? What's the point in me being bored when I'm off work and only and this would take absolute months to do if I only ever did it on stream. If I was doing things completely on stream, I'll probably be better off with smaller ones, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
So and the smaller ones, I'm not loving the smaller ones. I just love the big ones, and I love the one of my favorite things is when people say, what are you going to do with it when you're finished? And I'm like, yeah, I haven't thought that one through yet. So this will just get put somewhere or donated or sold or whatever's going to happen to it. This one might go on the wall in the hallway. But the Flixbus one, I'm going to donate that to a manager at work, and then hopefully he will well, what I'd ultimately like to happen is that they go, oh, Penny, that's really, really good. Would you mind doing another one of our service buses?
Yeah.
Obviously, we'll pay for the custom.
Yeah.
That's kind of my ultimate aim. But I know what our company are like. So, but even if they said, oh, that's lovely, we'll put it on the wall. If you want to do another one, we'll put that on the wall as well. That'll be perfect for me because you know me, I say this about everything. The thrill of the hobby for me is the making, not the keeping. I don't care too much about it once it's done. Right, so this is a big patch of black, which I'm doing without ABs because it's inside of the bus. So we might get a chance to see how it goes. And these might be better because I think these are Smith's beads drills that I've put straight from the bag into the TikTok. You know, I'm struggling because I've got a mix of cheap, horrible, nasty Chinesey ones and Smith's beads, and then Mike goes, "Oh, you do know there's two sizes, don't you?" Like, oh, lovely.
Well, even I didn't know, or I probably did know, but it just goes out my head.
Well, it's the more you do stuff and the more you sort of bash heads with people who know more than you, then the more you know. And it kind of steers you. I mean, look, it is a little bit gappy in places. And I think a lot of that is to do with this. I could spend all the time and pick them out and redo them with better drills. But I kind of go along with the philosophy that if my next diamond painting is better than this one, then that's fine. I don't mean that the next one's got to be perfect, but you know, I always go, you know, if I can get a little bit better, you know, like when I've been doing the 3-placer, I'm getting pretty good with that now. It's taken a lot more practice than I thought it would need to take. And if anyone ever asked me any advice on 3-placers and 5-placers and 10-placers, I would say just expect a learning curve and just get in there and practice with it.
True.
I did have a go at the 10-placer, and I think it's fair to say I bollocksed that one up, didn't I?
Yeah, but you tried it, because it's not
Yeah.
something I would jump to straight away.
No,
So
I think it was a mistake going straight in with a 10-placer. Now that I'm getting used to the 3, I think I'm going to give the 5 a go. And then the 7. Is there such thing as a 9-placer? I know there's a 7, isn't there?
There is a 7.
So
There
I'll
is
have
a 4.
There is a 4. Well, I've got to be honest with you. I don't know if it's. Is it? Do you think it's worth me going for the 4, or go straight to the 5?
Well, I've tried the 5 recently. I can do it, but it gets a bit annoying.
Right.
So I went up to the 4, which I've got on now.
Right. So give the 5 a go. If you have a bit too much of a struggle, just drop down to 4.
Yeah.
And then maybe drop back down to 3 just to get your confidence back up again.
Yeah.
And then go back up to a 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Because what I'm hoping is that 3-placer, I can actually place a single drill and 2 drills with it. And I'm hoping that I'd be able to do that with the 5-placer. And then if that's the case, then 5-placers is the one to go for then, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll be that easy with a 7 or a 10. But, you know, until I do it, I won't know.
No, basically, that's what I was like.
Yeah, but I want to get competent with the 3 first. And I would kind of rate myself as fairly competent, but not fully. Oh, what have I just done there? Oh, okay. You ever you look at the symbol, you then find the relevant drills, you tip the drills out in your tray, and you're like, oh, what symbol is that?
Yes, I do that a lot.
Always the way, isn't it?
Always the way.
So, Natasha, you have got to watch Mandalorian. I've got to get you.
I can't. I ain't got it.
No, I said we've got to get you into it.
Yeah.
I will figure out how. Try not to be too illegal with it.
Okay.
If we are, we won't admit it on stream that we're being illegally thingy doing whatevers. But
we don't do things like that.
No. Obviously, we are completely above board. But no, you got me into a program yesterday.
So did you enjoy it though?
I was very confused to start with, but once I figured it out. So guys, there's a program on Netflix called Bullshit. And what it is you've got one contestant who has to answer these actually quite hard questions. Then he has to convince these other 3 people that he's got the correct answer. Right now, if he's got the correct answer, he progresses on a sort of a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire money scale. I think the first answer is worth $1,000, and the 10th question is like $1 million. But if he gets it right, he's through to the next one. If he gets it wrong, he's got to convince the other 3. So they got to come up with this story. And I know it's correct because I remember from when I went for a tour at the Eiffel Tower or whatever, and you had one woman, she's done everything, hasn't she? She's been to this what was it, the Grand Canyon, she's worked for Levi's, and she's been on this special thing, and it was but until you get the hang of the game, it's like what but the first guy, he won like $50,000, and he'd actually got most of the questions wrong. So it's not that your skill is convincing people that you've got it right, and whatever your answer is given. and it's quite interesting, but
It's different. Because they still, even though in the questions, they're still having a laugh and a joke at each other.
Yeah, because like they were saying about this girl, she's got towels for curtains, and her cat's peeing on her sofa, and he's going, "Do you want to freeze?" He's going, "You're going to have to go on because you got no, people are seeing you naked when you're showering, and you've got a cat pissed couch, so you've got to go on just to try and get some more." And it's quite funny. So right, I'm finding myself missing the odd drill, so I'm actually doing the same colors twice, which is frustrating.
I do that all the time.
Don't matter how much I double check them, I always have one that I've missed.
Yep, I always find that at the end.
You can see how confetti this is. I'm doing like one drill. Right, let's do a chat catch up. I'll try not to let it go for an hour today. Right, hi Peter Webster. Having Chinese sweet and sour chicken, special fried rice and chips. I tell you what, I got a thing about chicken and pork balls. The only trouble is, V won't eat pork, so I can't order pork. So one day, if he announces he's going out, I might just go, lovely, bring on the pork balls. But I did laugh at the woman at the Chinese. She goes, would you like that with sauce or without? I said, is there a price difference? No. Why would I have it without? I can't find the plus again. 9th. This is another one I've missed. I think I've been doing the white pluses 3 times now. So
I'm forever doing stuff like that, so you're not the only one.
Welcome to the 934 show, guys. Right, my phone's gone mad. Who's
Not me. I'm not guilty.
Probably my boss gone. Can you come in early? Right. Oh, here you go. Smith Speeds. Thanks for messaging us. We tried to be as responsive as possible. We'll get back to you soon. If your query is about a previous current order, please give your order ID number. I get all these notifications saying, don't forget your live show is due soon.
I get that.
Yeah.
When someone's going live, and sometimes I see it or I don't.
Right. People. Is it them who sung Moving On Up? We're moving on up, moving on. There's a copyright strike waiting for me there, isn't it? Actually, I won't get a copyright strike because it didn't say anything like the M people. I can't find M's. Capital M. There we are. 3799. So we know I've done that one before, don't we?
Yeah.
Da-ding. I think I want to get a custom Facebook message thingy. And it's going to go, ignore this. It's a Facebook message. Just carry on what you're doing. Don't worry about it. Right. Peter Webster, sounds good, Mark? No, she's taking her time as she knows Andrew is in work for 7. Awesome, thanks, Penny. That's sweet, Natasha. He also changed the picture Tasha's working on 3 times now. Oh, Jesus Christ, all that like, it's Haribo TV. I have a custom coming in. It's 90 by 60. That's big. That is big.
That's going to be big.
Is that 60 wide or 60 tall? I bet it's going to be tall because I know what it is. I think I know what it is. Is it your packet of Haribos you're doing? I actually want to see that because I bet that will, it's one of those things that some people might laugh at, but actually I think that's going to be brilliant.
I think that would be some awesome colours though.
Yes.
I really do.
Yeah. The good news is it features your favourite colour. The bad news is it features your least favorite color and every other color there is.
Yeah.
Tasha. Oh, Tasha, I love that owl picture. Oh, the one next to her lamp. Yeah. Yeah, you are a bit of an owl fan, aren't you? And guess what? I'm not buying anything owl related for Natasha for Christmas.
I already know what you're getting me.
I know, that's the trouble. I thought of something that I thought would be brilliant, but I
did have one.
I didn't even know you had one, but
I did have one till I lost it.
I thought it was one of those gifts that would be absolutely perfect, or you'll go, what the hell is this? So I thought I'll check first. Harrow says, hi, Peter Webster. Hannah Weston, how do you frame your diamond paintings once finished? If I can tell you the absolute honest truth there, I haven't framed a single diamond painting picture yet.
I have one.
Right, so over to you, Tasha. The show is yours.
I'll have to go in the living room, and you know where that is.
Oh, that's absolutely fine. This is what I love about having more than one person on the show and lots of people watching. If I don't know, and I don't know everything, but somebody will. I notice actually we're all a bunch of I'm not very good type of people, but we all have something that's we know more than someone else.
And that's normally stuck in.
Really good fit, that one, isn't it?
Obviously, you can see the flash there with my light on the ceiling, but I can't really help that.
No, that just means you got a shiny bit of glass. So where did you get that frame from?
Already in it.
Oh, okay, then that didn't really help then, did it? So I've had I forgot.
I do use a trick. Go into charity shops. Sometimes you can find them.
Right, but that will help for your 40 by 30s, won't it? Because they're a bit more common.
Yeah.
See, I've got two theories. One is, see, Teresa told me to look in IKEA, and we did have a little look on the IKEA website. Now, I'm doing a 60 by 60 and a 50 by 50. They don't do 60 by 60s. They do like a 60 by 90. Now, that means that there'd be a lot of space above and below or side to side. But I'm guessing if you get a picture frame that's the same size or bigger, and maybe put a piece of card all around the border or something, to sort of, blank it all off, or make one. But it looks like going down the shop and buying one is a cheaper alternative. But I did originally say you can get these 2 meter lengths from B&Q of these, like what do they call it, beading. And if you cut it at a 45-degree angle, you could theoretically make your own frame, and then you can wood stain it. But it looks like that's going to be quite an expensive option. Someone said, I haven't been down B&Q for ages, but someone said that the price of wood has gone up a lot. So I can't confirm that. But that was yeah. And to cut a small piece of wood, you don't need major specialist equipment. I happen to have a little hobby size cutting table. So a little thing about this big with a little wheel that goes round, and you can cut on that. But you could do it with a hacksaw blade and a piece of sand and paper. That would work. It'd be harder work, but none of us are adverse to hard work, are we? Because we wouldn't be crafting if we were. Because I know this can be bloody hard work sometimes. That last one I was doing definitely was. I will say that last custom I had, I haven't finished it yet, but I'm getting so much out of it. When something's hard work, but rewarding hard work, not hard work for the sake of it. I'm having to put a lot of effort in, but I'm seeing results from it. And it's, yeah, I can't sing the praises enough on that one. Right, I'm looking for 13318. So the blues and the greys are starting to come out now, which is nice. So, but yeah, that's framing. But I will, when I get round to doing a frame, I will probably, just like I did with the ceiling, I'll probably dedicate a whole show to it. And I might look at, because I've got some little ones that I've done, which they're not really, they're crap. I'll file them under the category of discovering which diamond paintings are good and which ones aren't. And they're not really that good. They're not really the quality. I blame Smith's Beads. They give you a good quality diamond painting, and then of course you end up setting that as your minimum standard. And I want a nice picture, and I want nice quality drills, and I want a nice canvas. But they're perfectly good enough to, we had one, I cut it up and we tried different types of ceiling on it. So they're perfectly, I'm not going to throw them away. So I've got one sitting here called Girl and Dragon. It's all right, but it's in fact, I think this has been sealed in places, hasn't it? I think we had a little practice on that. Yeah, it has been. So I might have a little practice on this one of framing it. But see, this is a really good example of this is a 40 by 30, right? And that is 40 centimeters on the canvas, and I assume 30 meters, 30. Yeah, the actual picture is 32.5 by 22, and you can see there it says 40 by 30. Now this is a bit of a debate, I think. Now this one that I'm working on, I have already measured it, so I'm not going to measure it, but I don't know if you can see up there on my light pad, it has got measurements.
Yeah.
And there is 59, and this actually goes, it is 60 because the 59 mark is there and the canvas goes there. So this is more, if this is a 40 by 30, this is a 65 by 62. And they're not technically lying by saying 40 by 30, because it is, you've got a piece of material that's 40 by 30, but look how much you're losing. That's a lot to be losing, isn't it? I mean, you've lost what did I say, 22? You've lost 8 centimeters on the height and about 9 going across, and it's kind of manipulating the truth a bit, really, isn't it? It's pushing your honesty to the limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's little things like that. And when I review a diamond painting, I will take that size into account. But you imagine you buy a 40 by 30, and it's not 40 by 30, and it's a partial. You're losing so much space, aren't you?
Yeah.
Anyway, Laura Robson says, good evening all. Good evening to you, Laura. How are you? Are you Scottish haggis, a diamond painting haggis yet? You say you haven't rung me yet. Unfortunately, I am away until Sunday evening. If you want to give me a call Sunday evening, you are more than welcome to. Right, it's Haribo TV. Penny not looking at chat. Listen, Haribo, I'm only 20 minutes behind, which is actually quite good going for me lately, isn't it? Is that a laughing? Rolling around laughing? Pinches, yeah. Mark Fitz chips. Yeah, I think I do. Actually, chips I'm not so keen on. It's on Disney Channel. Well, what's on Disney Channel? Not
The
bullshit.
show you wanted me to watch.
Oh yes, yeah, Mandalorian. Of course it was. Yeah. And then yes, Penny 90 tall. Yeah, I think that is, yeah. Rental framing, I use the backing as template, the double-sided tape to stick it to that, if that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Double-sided tape, that's going to stop it from slipping, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So Laura often says, how is everyone? Teresa says, Hannah. Also, if you post your question onto the group, others will see your question more and may be able to give other ideas how to frame them. Yeah, ask many people. You may get many different answers, but then that gives you a choice to choose which answer you think would work for you, because a lot of people give their answers in the form of what I do is blah blah blah, and it doesn't always mean that that's the best option for you. Just watch out for the people who are very upset when you don't take their advice, because you get a lot of those kind of people about, don't you? So yeah. Is that a P when he? That's an E. Do you know what? I'm not that far off finishing this bit.
That's good.
Yeah. And then it's on to this bit, and I've got to do it all over again. Right. So, hi, Laura. I know, need to get time made. This is the trouble. When you've got two busy people, getting those two people to not be busy both at the same time, it can be a little bit tricky. But we will get there, Laura. I promise. I absolutely promise you that. But if you want to know what it's like getting two busy people to meet at the same time, just ask Teresa. We know all about that one, don't we, Teresa? Mind you, you work too long, Teresa. Right, Laura Olsen, hi. Guess who's back? Shady? Right, 12. That sounds interesting. I've just done a 12 earlier on, haven't I? Rings a bell anyway.
What was the 13?
I don't know, because it's colour 160, which is a blue. We're definitely getting into the blues, guys. Get excited, guys. It's blues. Only three drills, but you know,
Better than none.
Better than out. Right. So let's do a bigger than. Bigger than is 3756. And I know that. Oh, that's quite a nice colour. Is that baby blue? Teresa? Save me looking on the list. Is it baby blue? Actually, it's a white. It's just a slight off-white, sort of a bluey off-white, I would say. Greeny, kind of a nice green off-white.
I know which one you're on about. 3756.
3756.
That's one of my funky colours I like.
Shall I look on the online chart?
It's like white, but with a very hint of green in it.
3756 is officially called baby blue. No. Oh, So 3755 is called baby blue ? 3756 is baby blue. But that's more green than it is blue.
Yeah, mine's more green than it is blue.
I can't really describe the colour. It's a nice pastel-y pale blue. Green even. It's it's a kind of a lime green that you've washed the pot out and then put some water in, but you haven't quite washed all of it out. That's probably the weirdest description of anything you've ever heard in your life.
Mm.
Right. Smith Speed says hi. Is that Mike Highall, or is that? Yes, definitely need more time. Laura Robson, is it the one I told Mike about, Teresa? Is it Christmas 20? Now I know it's Mike. Not sure what you on about, Laura. Right, so I'm just going to finish this square off, and then we have an unboxing to do. Love unboxings.
You've been waiting and waiting patiently.
I have, but I think being rather sensible, should I really leave a big, almost an inch square worth of stickiness exposed when I don't know what's in that box? If that box
Cover it if you can.
Papery, there's a chance that lovely whatever's in the box could stick to my diamond painting. So
can you cover that part?
Like, no, not really, because I don't know. Just be sensible, shall we? And we'll finish this, and we can build the suspense up.
Okay.
See that? I think that's definitely a green. You know, that baby blue, because it's being surrounded by green colours.
Yeah, I think it's green.
Yeah. So,
my eyes say green.
Maybe we should do a YouTube poll. Is it green or is it blue? Right, it's quite a few of these to do.
Green.
Oh, do you remember I was saying about those white ones, and there was the odd little bit of blue one in there?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was I'd accidentally mixed some in. I think I had accidentally tipped a few of the wrong colour in, because I've now finished that off. And I filled my little tic tac up again, and if you look, they are like tic tac color, beautiful white. So I think I had just got a couple of like a very light blue stuck in the tip of my boat. So guys, double check when you tip. I put this little cover on the top, and it's just so that when I tip them in, you see it just stops them from all flying out. I don't know why I just did that, because I've got to tip more in now, but I know why I did it. But obviously the implication is if you don't get them all out, so you got a couple stuck on the end there. Yeah. So if you think you've got them all out, they're all hiding under there. You tip the next color in, and then when you tip those back in your tic tac container, you the first few that go in is whatever the last color was. And
I've done that. I've mixed them in the wrong one, and I've had to sit there picking them out. No, not as I'm using it.
It's not as fun as it sounds, is it?
No. And as I used that color, I picked the right ones out, and then ended up pouring the other ones that I poured in wrong in with the right color.
Yeah. Oh God.
But it takes forever doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. But like I say, it's not as fun as it sounds. 6, 8. Nearly there, guys. Nearly there. Right. A lot of these are some of these are like a lot of them. It's not like I'm doing 1 or 2 drills. This is I think I might be making a phrase up here, but blocky confetti. Am I making something up there?
Don't know, because I'm saying that on this picture it's blocky but confetti.
Yeah, blocky confetti. Let's go with that, shall we? Just got to be careful, because we've got these capital Y's and these lowercase y's very close, and they're very close cut on the colours. What's that? One is 648, and the other one I believe is 16. Yeah, no problems. 168. Oh, do you know what? I've got this packet of scampi and lemon knickknacks, which is going stale, looking at me, and I've got a packet of digestive biscuits looking at me, and got my belly looking at me going, no. Actually, I've been very sensible today. I have got honey in my coffee instead of tea. Right, there we go. Nearly there. And now I've got a load of larger than symbols that I missed earlier on to do. See, if I didn't miss all the symbols out, I'd have finished this by now. Oh, it's this one again. It's the baby green. I know why it's called baby blue, despite being green. It's because babies don't know the difference between green and blue.
I knew that was going to come out eventually. Sorry, but it still looks green to me.
Yeah, it does. It just looks very... It's the
Very
kind of green
green.
that you can't... You think it's white, and then you look a bit closer and you're like, nah, it's green.
Yeah. In my head, it's green.
But it's the sort of colour that I think it looks like they've mixed a green together, and then they've emptied it all out, and then they put white in, and it's not quite clean, and all that little tiny bit of green is mixed in with white. That's kind of that colour. 3752. Oh, nice blue. I think we're going to be using a lot of that. 37. No, only one bag. Must be another colour that's similar, because it looked quite similar to the colour of the main colour of the bus, but it's obviously not. I seem to recall there's some purples in this. Oh, I still ain't got me 799s, look.
Oh, you haven't had them out yet.
No, I don't know. Well, I must have some, because I got that 447s, haven't I?
Mm.
See, now if I use my Gems Flow app, I could actually have a look at the colour and see what diamond paintings need them. Right. Only if I've got Fs again. I've missed 2 of the Fs.
I hate that.
Yeah, but I've missed them about 3 times. 3752. Yeah, and there's only one bag of them, and I've missing 2 out is like missing most of them, all of them out. 93 in total. J next. J. We're nearly there, guys. J, if I can just find J, 3072. That looks like the same colour J is on the other one. It's always the way, isn't it?
Always the way.
We should have... Oh, guys, I want to gather your thoughts on something, right? I've got to get the others to agree, but I found these jelly beans in Iceland today, and it's a game, right? You've got like 6 different sections, and you spin. It's like roulette, Russian roulette type thing. And what you do is you spin the arrow, and it points to one of the flavors of jelly beans, and it like says, for example, is it strawberry or is it chili? And you have to eat one, whatever one it lands on. You've got to eat a jelly bean from that one. And there's one that it's like there's a couple. I don't know how many horrible ones there are, but like there's a soap flavored one, there's a chili, and then there's something else. And I thought what could be fun is if I got my friends to play it with me, we could perhaps do that on stream. So just bear with me a sec.
Are you seeing what I've seen?
I'm probably have seen what you're seeing. If there's anybody watching on YouTube, you'll probably guess as well. Right, we'll remove. And that's good. Okay. Right, there we go. Sorry about that. Right, so where are we up to on the chat? Teresa. Yes, that's the way I would describe 3756. 3756. What? Baby green.
That's what I would call it.
A green. I maybe read it wrong. I got another message. Okay, that's the Smith Beasley bit, wasn't it? Hi, Mike. No, I am a robot. I am a robot. I am a robot. I am a robot. If anyone can tell me what song that's from, you are brilliant. Because I don't think that song was released. I think that's on an album, but it's oh god, what's their name? Goldie Looking Chain. And if you want a funny song, it's probably funny if you know the area, but they do a great song called The Fresh Prince of Cumbran, and it's all about Cumbran, and it's funny. Right, here we go. Last drill on this square, which means that nothing can stick to my diamond painting. So I think it might be time for, should we do an unboxing or should we do a catch up on chat? Right. Smith Bean says, hi, Peter Webster. Peter Webster says, bots are awake. Been bamboozled. I got that game. Oh, yeah, that's a funny game, actually, isn't it? I think it's one of those games where maybe you've got to have a couple of drinks. As I've started playing, when my friends aren't about, we play a game called Evil Apples. But that's based on Cards Against Humanity. Have you played that?
No. Oh, I've heard about it. I've been asked to play it, but so I haven't played it yet.
Basically, what it is you get a question. You get given some answer cards, and then you get given a question, and it's not for children. It's also not for those that are easily offended, especially if one of the answer cards is Madeleine McCann, right? But you get a question, you have to give what would be the funniest answer, but only two people play. The third one acts as a judge, and then the next round someone else's judge, and so on and so forth, and it goes on round, and it can get quite funny. But I played the Cards Against Humanity, and then there's another one. I can't remember what it's called, so we'll call it Memes Against Humanity. You get memes, but you have to play the phrase. But that is quite funny when all of you are in a funny mood and you've had a couple of drinks, and you got to let your inhibitions go before you start playing it. It's definitely get the kids to bed first game.
Yeah, definitely. I've heard about that.
Bought in chat, Mike. Got two hot girls in this chat, and you are lovely, Haribo. Do you know what? You are my favorite viewer. Don't open it yet. I gotta go. Oh, is he winding me up? Tell me he's winding me up.
He's winding you up.
It's okay, because I'm going to sit here and eat chocolate digestives until he comes back. I wonder what would happen if you mix a dark chocolate digestive with a scampi and lemon knick-knack.
I don't know, try it and you might like it. That's what I would say.
This is a Penny's pit stop first.
You might not like it, but try it before you're not doing it.
Actually, I've got some Baby Bells in the fridge. God, talk about liberty. Oh, sorry, he says no, only annoying you. Open it. So I bought some packed lunch because I spend a lot of money on packed lunch, and I just think if I could just bother to buy something beforehand, I could save myself a few quid. Or I spend the same money, but I get a better packed lunch. And I'm going through a bit of a Baby Bell stage at the moment. They do. Sainsbury's at Victoria, they do a pack of 2 as a snack, and then you can have sandwich, couple of Haribo, couple of Baby Bells, and a drink, and you can really abuse their meal deal price. You get like one of their triple thingy club sandwiches with something or another, with one of their, you know, those natural drinks you get, the ones that look like sewage water, but they taste so good. Right, guys, so today, it's quite funny, actually. So Natasha goes, go to your bin. And I forgot my local every guy, because I'm often, he can't get in, or I'm not home, I'm working or whatever. We've made arrangements for him to leave stuff in the bin. That's why it was put in the bin. But it was like the other week when I saw him, he says, "Oh, I thought you were at work." I said, "No, I'm on holiday this week." Obviously, if I'm home, then he can deliver. But, you know, I have 2, maybe 3 days off a week, and he works 6 days a week, the chance of me being home. So obviously he's put it straight in the bin. So I get Natasha telling me go to the bin. And in my bin was this, which looks suspiciously like it came from Smith's Beads. But it's got the words, do not open till 25th of December. I didn't look at I've done it again. That's the joke. Do not open till 25th of December, 2025. So I tell you what, I will obey those orders, and let's get on with the stream.
No, you won't, because you don't want to.
Right, so this is going to be the unboxing, and I'm going to be honest with you. I think I know what's in it, but I think I'll be just as happy whether it's in it what I think there is, or if there isn't. But it's just really nice to get something, a surprise. If you want a surprise, one way to do it is to order something for yourself. And if you make sure it gets delivered by Yodel or Royal Mail, it takes so long to come that by the time it comes, you don't know what it is, and it's a surprise. Well, I thought that was funny. This is genuinely how I open these packages from Smith's Beads, because I like to try and use the box, but then it never works. So,
Got mine right here.
you got the same? Oh, your knife.
Yeah.
So, Excitement Brewing, guys. So, first of all, thank you to. It was really hard work getting out Natasha. Very, very simple things. Like, did it come from you? Or did it come from Mike and Teresa? It's got to come from somewhere. Who am I thanking? So I think I'm thanking Natasha for this.
You'll find out, won't you?
See what I mean? Yeah, just a simple, you know, telling me who sent it doesn't ruin the surprise. So it is. Right, it's a diamond painting, which I thought that's what it was. Oh. So the drills have just fell out like that. So it's got purples in it. Oh, it's got more drills. It's got pinks in it as well. Ooh. Aye, Captain. Right,
I do that with my boxes.
Oh, it's a poured glue. Isn't that a coincidence? Because it's got felty on the back, so it's a poured glue. Wow. You know what? I'm chuffed there. I am absolutely well and truly chuffed, because I just said just last night that I'll have to get a poured glue to see what it's like, because we were talking about what's better, and I don't think there is an actual answer, is there? It's just that they're a bit different. So thank you so much. I'm happy just there that we've got a poured glue, so no need to do any more unboxing. Should I have a look at the... I knew it. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I would have made it, but I just don't have time for that.
No, it's fine. Oh, look. Name, with love from Natasha.
Yeah, but there's a reason why I've done this. Because if you remember back a couple of months ago, maybe 3 months ago, you done something for me.
Did I?
Yeah, beginning with a C.
cut you out of my will?
No.
Oh, I know.
You helped me out with something.
No, but look, Natasha, we help people because we can.
Yes, but
No,
I had to do my own little
no,
thing
that's
in a
fine. If
way of
that's how
saying
you have to
thank
deal
you.
with being helped, that's you. But you know, a year and a half ago, there's 2 people watching this stream that helped me out in an unimaginable way. I've got myself back on my feet. You now needed a little bit of help. Yeah. And then maybe in a year's time, you'll be well on truly on your feet. Someone else will need, someone that we don't even know exists at the moment, will come to you and will need help.
Well, that's my way of saying thank you anyway.
No, it really is appreciated. And I don't know if that was deliberate. And this is the reason I thought this is what it was. This is what Natasha sent me. And I saw the one that when she was doing it, and I went, that's absolutely beautiful. I really love that. And it looks like it's 2 colors, but obviously we know that there's the blends of the colors. It's actually 37 colors. But I really like that. But when I'm sitting there with a triangular box going, I wonder what it is, I suddenly remember Mike, and I say, I don't know if this is related or not, but I keep saying, oh, I'm going to have to get that. And Mike's going, no, it's out of stock. Which the joke being, it's a custom. It's customs are never out of stock. They're made to order. But Mike going, oh, it's out of stock. And now I'm beginning to wonder if he deliberately said that to stop me from ordering because he knows that there's one going to be coming to me at some point. It might just be
only Mike can answer that one.
Yeah, it might be coincidence, but no, that is weird, and it's so. And look, and it's been named with love from Natasha. Do you know what? This is absolutely amazing. I'm fighting back the tears. And
I did say you'd have different emotions.
Yeah, no, I'm
nice ones.
I am overwhelmed because especially as just last night, and this couldn't have been ordered after I said it. So I bet you guys were all laughing when I said it inside. We were talking about poured glue, difference between double-sided tape and poured glue. And they were saying about the backing and you don't get rivers and this, that, and the other. And I went, oh, I'll have to try it then. Now I've got my release paper, you know, I can pull, because I don't like that annoying plastic.
Yeah.
Now I've got my release papers, I can pull all that off and then put my release papers on. But obviously where Teresa has said it doesn't river up. And that's what I'm like. And I did genuinely, the next one I bought was going to be a poured glue one. And not even 12-ish hours later, there's a poured glue sitting in my dustbin. So I am, and it's square drills as well. And it's got purples in it. I mean, look, do we need to go any further than that? It's got a lot of purple. Rather a lot of purple. So I am right. So I have said that the next diamond paintings I'm going to do. Oh, I don't know what I want to do next now, because I want to do the leopard. I was hoping you were all going to vote in the leopard, but now this has arrived, and it's got 58 vibes in it. And let's see what. Actually, it's not really bad on anything. It's not bad on anything, is it?
No, it's not really.
There's 19 bags of 3756, which is
that baby green.
What
we were just talking about.
Oh, you are joking me, aren't you? What, the baby blue, baby green?
Yeah.
It's got 12 bags of 3865, which you would expect because it's got a white background. 3743 is a shade of purple, a lot of that. 13 bags of 819. Does it seem to be 819? No, I don't know what 819 is. 15 bags of 762. which is a grey. Kind of expect that one with white, won't you? 13 bags of 211. It's not a massive amount of any one colour, is there?
No.
And all the colours you'd expect to have. That is, and now I can actually see, I don't know if you can see it, but if you look at his chest, you see the ripples, the grey and the white and the purple. That looks amazing. I think that's going to go on the wall in the hallway where this was going to go. Thank you so much. I am overwhelmed. I really am genuinely overwhelmed. But do you want to have a look at the canvas?
Go ahead.
Yeah. I think I can get these back in, but you've got to roll them up tighter than they came out. All right, so yeah, I am as chuffed as a chuffed person with an extremely good reason to be chuffed. Right, should I bring that up? So what I normally do, and I'm not going to flatten this one. That's upside down, look. So there's the color. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. And it's got the obligatory 310 in it. That's really, yeah. Do you know what? I see what you mean now. If you probably can't see it like I can, but the cover paper feels quite rivery. But the canvas is damn sight near perfect. Look at that. That's really good. That is amazing. So maybe you've converted me to poured glue. So what made you get this in poured glue then? Because you have a choice.
I think that part was up to Mike.
Right. So Mike, what made you do poured glue then? Especially if Mike chose it, because Mike knows that I prefer double-sided tape.
Probably to see how you would get on with it, like I am.
That's just.
If I remember right, I left that part probably up to Mike. I don't know. I can't remember that far back.
I mean, I'm really glad that's what I've got. But I've always chosen double-sided tape because I don't like that cover paper. Once you start doing it, I can't figure out which bits have got cover paper and which bits haven't. And that's partly why I wanted the release papers.
Have you seen the message across the top of the canvas?
Yes, with love from Natasha. Yeah. Thank you so much. Now, do you want this made before Christmas? Or do you want me to start doing it after Christmas?
It's entirely up to you what you want to do. That is for you and all you only.
I knew you'd say that because you're about the most non-committal person I know. Right, I'm seeing if I can, you know what, I might just have to put some tape on this. Yeah. The theory is if I can roll this a little bit tighter than the original, and then once I put it in, it's very, very hard to get it started, isn't it? Oh, I don't want to damage it. Right, this one might work. Tightly roll it, tightly roll it. Still not enough. Still not enough. Right. Okay. Plan C. Ding. I think Mike's just sent me a message on how to roll this up.
It's probably even on you.
I'm not going to read until after I've rolled this up because I'm halfway through dealing with sticky. I am doing this a little bit more carefully than if it was one I bought for myself. I will be honest with you there. But, you know, when it's a gift, you've got to kind of treasure it a bit more, haven't you? Right, there we go.
Exactly how I do things.
Yeah. I mean, I probably would have stopped at the masking tape if it was my own. Look at that. Look at that. You'd think I actually worked for the packaging company. Look. So I am going to learn from lessons. Well, I can't find. Here's the box. I'm not going to mix those drills up with the ones I've already got until I actually come to do it. I should actually put the drills in first. So I'm going to file that under lovely diamond painting from the lovely Natasha.
You're welcome.
Oh, I couldn't. And do you know what? I'm loving these bags. I'm keeping these bags.
I keep every single one I get.
Well, see, sometimes you get little bags and stuff, and you just end up. It's like the boats. You know, you end up with about 200 of them, and then you get really excited because you find a new diamond painter, and they go, "Well, I wish I had a few more boats." And you go, "Well, it just so happens I have a load. I've been waiting for this moment to give them away." So yeah, I can't thank you enough.
No, you're welcome. I just hope you get as much enjoyment out of it as I did.
Oh, I will. It's a wolf. It can be an ugly wolf, and I'll get as much enjoyment. In fact, actually, ugly wolves are probably better than, because they're not as loved. So they have more love to give me because I love them for what they are. Right, it's Harrow TV, two hot girls. We're here. Look, there as well. On camera. I'm not digging my hole any deeper. That was sent Tuesday next day. You should have had it Wednesday. So the comment that I made was definitely made after you sent it. Wow. Playing the yes no game with Tasha. 2 gifts in 1 week. Awesome. I'm planning on my. No, don't have to send me stuff. Yeah, it's actually 3 gifts in 2 weeks because Haribo sent me some lovely light bulbs, which I've still not been able to sort out yet. But once they're all sorted out, I'm going to have voice activated lighting, and I'm going to see if I can extend that to disco. So we'll be doing a bit of the old in on stream. And yeah, it's just going to be lovely. Teresa, LOL. Teresa, okay. Read the message. I don't know if it's this one, but I can't read that out in public, Mike. You can, do you know what? You can peel the roll open and rewrap it. Is that tape in the canvas? If it is sticky masking tape might be difficult. It should. Oh God, really? Oh, okay, right. I'll sort that out. I will sort it out. But he's saying that it's the stick. That masking tape isn't really that sticky, but it is primarily designed to be stuck onto plastic scale models, so I will double check that. We've been planning this since you helped Tash. Oh, that's really nice. But I want to say for the record, I didn't help Tasha to get help back. I did it because there was a need.
I also done it back because I wanted to have my way of saying thank you.
No,
so
it's fine. I mean, most normal
it's
people.
how I am, to be honest.
Yeah,
it's you can't change me.
I mean,
if that makes sense.
It would have just been cheaper for me to buy the diamond paint myself. No, it's all good. No, it's lovely. But yeah, it's. But yeah, I've got to ask Mike, is that why you kept saying it's out of stock to try and sort of put me off? But did you not know I'm not buying? I've got so many diamond paintings at the moment. I'm really holding off buying anything. I shouldn't really have bought that leopard. And it's funny. I bought the wolf because I found the plastic, the paper, and I'm like, oh, you know. And then I sort of carried on for a couple of days, and I'm like, oh, I wish I could find that canvas. And then I ordered it, and then the day after I ordered it, I actually found the canvas. It had actually been started. God knows what the hell I was thinking of. I had 2 little lines done in the middle. Didn't start from the corner like I normally do. I know, that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what I was thinking there. Right, so that's still out of stock. So sorry guys, me and Tasha got the only ones it's out of stock. But it's gorgeous. It's really nice. It's got so many elements. I've got the element of the wolf and the element of the purple, and yeah. That's an awesome painting. Carbo says, "I'll bring on the tissues." I ain't got any tissues, but Tasha loves you so much. Well, it's just you know, like Tasha said, I did help her out a couple of months ago. I could, but see, position I was in, I didn't think I did much, but I've been on the other end where someone has done not an awful lot, but it's meant so much to me. So I'm not going to argue with you, Natasha.
You're not going to just argue back with you.
No, but I'm just, you know, I like to think what I did for you helped you out, and what you've just done for me has helped me out, and it's lovely. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yes, it was said out of stock to try and stop you getting it, but as you said, customs cannot be out of stock. Oh, could put glow in it. Yes, I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna do that because you sent me some ABs for the Flixbus, and there was a half an element of didn't want to push it and ruin it, and also I ain't done it before. Then I pushed the ABs on here, and I thought, yeah, okay, that's but yeah, when you now said put the glows on it, and I don't know where my glow in the darks are, so I will buy some glow in the darks.
I don't know where you'd put them, but
I thought I'd put them in a box, diamond painting stuff.
Could have.
I ain't throwing them out. But then again, stuff's gone missing. But then again, would something like that go missing? Because glow in the dark drills, it's probably one of those things that looks really boring to someone who doesn't diamond paint. And to be honest with you, saw them in the daytime, you'd probably go, white drills. It's not, they only really come to life when it's dark, unless he's been sitting there watching TV and gone, what's that under that table? You know?
Yeah, could have done, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I've been talking lately about, like, with other things and pushing the comfort level. So yeah. So we'll have a little plan on that. We'll work out what I'm doing. So, guys, do you have any? I've said that when I finish this, excuse me, I'm going to put a little poll up. The last stream that I'm doing on this one, I'll do a little poll on what I'm doing next. Would you mind, guys, if I held that off and I'll do that wolf one next? And we'll try and do something interesting with it. And then hopefully I'll get that done before Christmas. Doubt it. I don't think I'll have this done before the new year. But yeah, we'll do something fun and interesting with it. Try and put some glow in the darks. And this light, if I can get this room to go really dark, which I probably can't because of the monitors, but it's the sort of light that really does charge up glow in the dark stuff really, really well. Because I had something before. It was those drills. And what I would do is I would hold them like close to the light, turn the light off, and then go underneath the table, and they are really bright. I ain't going to put that in a frame in my bedroom. They're that bright. Right, that's like me. I have 137 bags of 154 and 161 bags of 550 rings a bell. 550. That's one of the colours that I like, isn't it?
It's purple.
So I knew
you
I
may have that on the wolf. I can't remember.
You know when you like something, but you don't know why, and it's purple.
Purple.
Might need more as I keep dropping my trays. You be careful. Right, the wrap you slide off can be peeled open and re-rolled. By the way, Penny, the wolf is now in your stock. Oh, it's now in stock, is it? Oh, great, I can order one. Glue is superior to double-sided tape. Other than the stupid cellophane, I thought I could convert you if I tried. Right, so it was just coincidence we had the chat yesterday. I don't felt I was pushed into that, because that was that a question we answered, or did that just come up in natural conversation?
I think it came up in natural conversation in the lives.
It's too much coincidence, really, isn't it? Right, when you start the wolf, then I will be starting the wolf when I finish Snow Bus, and it'll fit anyway, because I've said that I won't do two subject matters the same. Do I count the leopard as different from a wolf? I guess yes.
Yes.
So that can go into the voting. So we'll maybe have a vote on the leopard, not the wolf. Chuck a couple of fancils ones in there, and I've got the mystery one that I want to put in the voting, so people can vote on, say, the leopard, the mystery one, and I'll pick two random fancils, make sure they're not animal related, and then we'll have, I don't know, we'll have one with an animal in, one we don't know, and two others that are nothing to do with either. However, it's 2025. Turn the light of the glow in the dark. He'll show up. Tasha, how do you feel with poured glue to double-sided tape?
Oh, that's a question, isn't it? I prefer it.
Right. The two questions I'm asking.
I don't mind either.
Yeah.
I can work with both, but I do prefer this one.
Well, what I'm finding with this is that this double-sided tape isn't really good with inferior drills. I'm struggling with a lot, and I know it's the same colors, and it's the colors where when I talk about inferior drills, I had this theory about making, I can't pull a drawer out, but I bought all of these drills from AliExpress, and especially this 310 there, that's going straight. I'm not even going to open it. That's going, well, I can open it, but they're just crap. And there's two or three colors in particular where I've mixed them with oh yeah, there's some more 307. But you know what, I'm going to do a comparison. Yeah, look, the colors aren't the same. These are both 307 too. Now, you lose a lot on camera, especially with a camera of that low quality. But with a crap camera that does actually lose quality, you can tell they're not even nearly the same. You know, that's actually closer to baby blue. See what I did there? Than it is to that. But I know what colours now I'm going to struggle with. You see, with my diamond paint where I've got all the gaps, it's because of these. And the ones that are a little bit greasy, just slightly greasy, not enough to see, they just aren't sticking. So I would be curious to know how they deal with how the inferior drills deal on poured glue. Maybe it's now starting to come. Maybe that's why they do the cheap ones as poured glue. Maybe they stick to crap drills better. You know, this is all because if your drills always stick to the sticky, you ain't ever going to complain about it, are you? But now I'm starting to deal with bigger and better. If the quality isn't there, it's really starting to know us. And I know, I'm not just saying it. You know, obviously this show's sponsored by Smith's Beads, but the deal is that I'm honest, because if I'm dishonest, and you find out I'm dishonest, it's obviously ruins it for Smith's beads as well. So I am honest, and I know I'm not. When I slate drills, I say which ones I'm slating, and it's so I can't wait. I really can't wait. It's your channel, Penny. Do whatever makes you happy. Well, all of them are going to get done, so I will be happy. And to be honest with you, the hobby of sticking little bits of plastic to sticky bits of paper is my hobby, regardless of what the pit. And I said that to Natasha, even if that was I can't think of the worst possible diamond painting you could send me. It could be a picture of my ex-lodger spending my rent money, and I would still enjoy it because it's the hobby of putting the drills onto the canvas. So Laura Robson, yay, purple. Why I get called Bead Ninja? Oh, because you ninja them across the room, do you? So what is the difference? So from the almost sounding sarcastic answer, first of all, poured glue is obviously the glue is poured onto the canvas and spread, and then a piece of paper is on top of that. Whereas double-sided tape, you have a roll of double-sided tape and that's placed onto the canvas. That's the sarcastic sounding answer. The difference, let's see if I picked up from yesterday. Double-sided tape, because the tape is stuck to the backing paper and then placed on the paper, it's sticking more firmly to the backing paper, so it's more likely to come away from the canvas. So that's when you fold it, the fold will be on the canvas, so you're going to get rivers. Whereas because the poured glue has been placed onto the canvas and it's sticking more to the canvas than the backing paper, when you fold it, it's the backing paper that's going to get the river, which we don't care about because that's going in the bin at some point. I'm told it's a more superior glue. I'm guessing because of the type of glue that you would need to do the poured glue, because it's obviously liquid at some point. And the disadvantages that I see, which can be rectified with release paper, is with double-sided tape you get this white backing paper which can be cut. I mean, they can all be cut. With poured glue you get that very annoying piece of clear paper, and I find it very annoying because as I'm drilling I can't see which bit has got backing paper, and then all of a sudden I'm like, why won't the drill stick? It won't stick. Yeah, it's a crap painting. It's not working. The glue is crap. Oh yeah, I haven't got the backing paper off. And that's kind of how it goes with me. But that can be easily rectified by buying release paper, use the correct way, and on they go. So the only trouble with release paper is, oh, that's really stuck down, you know. Oh, I thought I'd stuck. So they do get caught, and as you see, this probably is no good after I've used it. Right, so the bottle of universal glue I sent you is skin friendly, and I use a drop of bottle I sent to apply. Right, so what you're saying is that little bottle that I said I'll use for water, I can use that for the glue. That is brilliant. My question is it found underground? I hope not. I'll say no. This is the yay no game. So it is not found underground. Laura, the canvas you had with the clear cover is poured glue. So would you say doubles? Right. What I'm saying at the moment is I've been adverse to poured glue because I do not like that cover paper that comes with it. I've never really sat and I normally buy double-sided tape. So I can tell you more about what it's like to work with double-sided tape. I've never really actually worked on them going, right, okay, what's this like? What's this like as a comparison? That Suicide Squad one I did with, that was poured glue. And there was nothing actually wrong with the canvas. There was not really anything wrong with the drills. But one thing I didn't do was look at the quality of the drills. We know fancils have a lower quality of drill. And how well do the low quality drills? I am really struggling with this when I've got those, probably about a third of those 310s are not Smith's beads. And I know instantly when they're not 310s, when they're not Smith's beads. So what I'm going to say on that question is I'm going to be almost testing it and interrogating it while I do it, knowing it's poured glue. And the one issue I have with poured glue, I can easily get round with. I mean, look, I do like these bits of paper. What I've always used to do is cut big squares off and then keep them. Because I'm doing smaller squares, I take the square off and I put, my bin is full of bits of paper. But I can always keep them if I didn't want to buy cover papers. But the cover paper is so cheap. Why would you not want to buy it? It's so much less faff. If you cut bits of cover paper off and then put it in a drawer, what you tend to find is after a while, it's you open the drawer and it's like, hello, and they all spring out at you. So cover paper. I will stick to double-sided paper. That's absolutely fine. But what I would say, and this is an attitude that I'm changing myself lately, unless you give something a good go, how do you really know something's better or worse? I may come out of this going double-sided paper is better in my opinion, but I'm going to give it a good go. So I buy those. I love them. There you go then. So what, you know... But you see, the thing is, you lose. This is the great thing about my deal with Smith's Beads. I can talk about other things. If you decide to buy cheap, others, you know, other diamond paintings, you know, if you're buying cheap ones, you know you're going to get poured glue. So if you have the attitude, I'm only going to use double-sided tape, you've probably cut yourself out of what, 2/3 of the market. So, you know, it's just my opinion. I will have a look. Is that the Queen canvas? Yes, it's the Queen canvas, Laura. Yeah, wipes off skin. I'll send you some of those bottles if you want. I have plenty, not a problem. Easy to control. Yes, because that's what I said about the thick super glue, the gel one. The way the bottle is, I've never used Loctite, and I've never wanted to because I get on so well with Gorilla Glue. It's kind of don't fix what's not broken. But if you don't try, in fact, this is what I'm just saying to Laura, if you don't try other things, how do you know if they're better? But I'm not, I'll be honest with you, I know a little trick, 2 little tricks about super glue. First of all, if you get super glue on your skin, what I do, if you're able to, like for example, if I got glue on this hand, but not on this hand, I will go running straight to the bathroom or the kitchen. Obviously, I can use this hand for the door handle. Run the cold tap, run my hand under cold water, and that will harden the super glue. You're stuck with it for a bit, but now you can pick it off your skin. The other one is that if, for example, you got your fingers stuck with super glue, do not ever pull your fingers apart like that. It will not work. What you do is you twist your fingers and that will break. It's something to do with shear strength or something like that. Super glue is stronger that way than it is that way. And that was a little trick I was taught, and it really does work. And a couple of times I've glued my fingers to models and I've just gone, excellent. So there you go. Because it doesn't matter how careful you are with super glue, you will get stuck with it at some point. Thanks, Teresa. I'm doing my friend's dog. She's ordered. She's not liking the square. Is that possibly glue? I could just be a preference, couldn't it? Because I think with squares, you've got to be a bit more precise. I don't seem to have as much problems with rounds, but the reason I prefer squares is that you don't see the canvas. But then again, most of the rounds that I've dealt with are the cheaper ones. So if the color match isn't quite that good, it might look funny. That's my worry. I'd be the same, happy with pour glue, but not the plastic film.
Yeah, same
but
here.
again, it's fixed by getting cover papers. I think having something see-through is a daft idea, especially when dealing with sticky. And also, if you've got a big bit of sticky exposed, how do you know it's got paper on it? And then you end up putting something down and you're like, oh no, I've got a piece of paper glued to my diamond painting. I have one with pour glue and didn't realize, which is good. And I only buy customs from Mike for years now. Mike, Teresa, I'm sure. Yeah, these are the only customs I've ever bought. I bought a total of 2. And I won't go anywhere else now. And that's my own opinion. That's nothing to do with sponsors or anything like that. Just, I'm not saying it because there's a logo in the corner. Peter Webster, when I was younger, I poured super glue in her high heels. Oh, I ripped the skin off her feet getting them off. Oh, wow. I don't know how you would go about that when there's only one way in and out. It's not like with you got your foot in a pair of shoes and you can't do that, can you? Because you got the shoe. Oh, God. But there's chemicals you can use, is it? There's one of the nail polishers. It's either acetone or acetone free that eats super glue. I think it's acetone free. I'm pretty sure it eats super glue. Anyway, look, this isn't getting anything done, and I've got an hour and a half before I absolutely must go. But I really want to get this square done because it's got this bit of release paper sticking out, not looking very even. Right, so I've got 3 1-0s in 2 places, one above the bus and one below. So the one above it I'm doing with my special blend, my special cocktail, which is these, and I think I am going to need more of these. I don't think I've got enough to last. So thank you, mate. Yeah, I did notice you forgot to put whose high heels they were, but I didn't make the assumption they were yours. Don't panic. Not that I don't think anyone would hold it against you, even if they were yours. But that'd be embarrassing, though, wouldn't it? Going to hospital because you ripped the skin off your feet trying to pull them out of high heels. Well, it's like that joke about someone was found dead and they'd hung themselves while wearing stockings and high heels and a Man United shirt. Police removed the Man United shirt because they didn't want to embarrass the family. Yeah, I thought that was funny as well.
Yep.
So I'm going to start from this end because I'm getting... In fact, I'm going to pull the police paper out again.
You're right, while I get a coffee.
No, you cannot get a coffee.
I'm going to go.
Oh, no. Don't you just hate when that happens? Well, at least half of it was covered up. Oh.
Right.
So this is why I've never laughed at anyone who's gone, oh, I've dropped my drills everywhere.
I do it on the picture.
Yeah, as you can see, I've done the number.
And then it drives me nuts trying to pick them up.
Yeah, I don't mind the ones that have dropped on the paper. It's the ones that have dropped on the sticky.
Yeah, they're the ones that do my head in.
That's all good.
Because it's always on the sticky bit.
It's always the way, isn't it?
Always the way.
Always the way. Right, let's try that again, but less messy this time. So,
Right, do you want me to mute while I've got my kettle going?
You do whatever you want. We don't mind. We like Sandy or Kel. It's a welcome guest on this show. I mean, you get to see my digestive biscuits. Oh, dear. You know, I'm quite looking forward to work tomorrow.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I've just had 3 days off. If I ever get more than 2 days off, I do look forward to going back. But also, I'm working with a new guy. I don't know if he's new or if he's just not been at the company that long. But I worked last time I went down. I worked with a guy. He'd only done one other shift before, and I'm working with him twice next week. Nice guy, actually, very experienced with coaches, not very experienced doing our runs, obviously, because he's not done them before. And yeah, he taught me a new way into Preston, because obviously if you don't know a particular area, you're just going to follow the next sat nav, aren't you?
Well, yeah, because that's what I would do.
Yeah, but it's learning. Your best tricks when you're coach driving is knowing when to ignore the sat nav.
Yeah.
And then he's like, but you see, he's done National Express in Preston, and also Manchester. But you see that the bus station that we use at Manchester isn't the same bus station that National Express use. Apparently, they're very posh and they've got their very own bus station in Manchester. But I kind of get that impression with Birmingham, because there's a million places that are good places to go, isn't it? In Birmingham, I think it's about 4 or 5 train stations. I think they're just jealous of London having so many, so they've just gone, sod it, let's build extra train stations.
Yeah.
But Glasgow's got a few, which is confusing. First, I went to a train station in Glasgow, so I wanted to get to East Kilbride, and they go, "We don't go to East Kilbride from this train station." I'm like, "What?" But I now realised it's that particular train leaves from a different station. But I was in Central Station, and I recognised the benches that they were using in Still Game, where they've got this episode where his son is coming up from London or something.
Okay.
And the other guys go, "No, he won't come. He'll he won't come." And then so they end up at this train station waiting for this train, and they don't know what time it's coming in, so they kind of wait for all of them. And I was at the train station the other day, and I recognised it. I got to sit in these benches. So I had a quick sit down for about 5 seconds, and I'm just like, sit down. And then off I went, which is probably something really stupid to do, but I do like that program. And it's not because it's Glasgow or anything like that. It's just funny.
Sorry, I was just moving stuff.
So why do you keep apologising?
I don't know. It's my habit. Sorry.
Yeah, there you go. Just apologising for apologising now. No, you don't have to apologise. Look, can you see the state of these drills? And it's not a problem with an AB drill. That is absolutely provably can only be Smith's beads, and there's not been one problem with one of them. So what does that tell you? It
You
is.
have drills.
But you know what? I can't find. There's a drill pot. I can't find it. Oh, there's two. These are terrible. I might just. I'm almost at the point of throwing the whole lot away and just buy 64 packets of. But I've already started now. It doesn't look that bad with the lights out. That's
No.
good, did it? So, I don't even think it would have been so bad if I hadn't used the Smith's beads drills, because at least then you've got consistency then, haven't you?
Yeah.
Right, that's them dealt with. So, like I said, those 310s there, they were all right because I think they were Smith's beads ones. Oh, right. So it seems funny tipping away the 310s and then pouring out 310s. Right. Are we all right for time? Well, it feels like we've got plenty of time, but you know how we gabble on.
Oh, I know. We always do it. It's always the way.
But that's why we're here for. Oh dear. Do you know what? I'm just gonna have a few knickknacks. I really should. I haven't eaten again today. I've just eaten snacks.
That's all I've been doing. Can't be bothered.
It's really bad though, isn't it?
I'm just sat here eating chocolate.
Chocolate. You know, I actually thought, because I thought this morning, no, I'm not that hungry. And I thought, normally what I'll do now, if I'm not hungry, I'll have one of my real meal replacement shakes. I know I'm not drinking properly because I'm getting a headache at the moment, which is usually for me a sign of dehydration.
Yeah. Go and get a drink.
I've been drinking a lot of coffees actually. So I really should drink a lot of juice, or I get confused in Scotland now. Juice isn't juice. Juice is something else. Help me out, Laura. So juice, I think, is fizzy, whereas in England it's more commonly called fizzy pop or pop. Squash is juice, but it's called diluting juice in Scotland. I think. I know that I do know, but it's the juice that isn't called I call juice anything that's diluted. Sorry,
Yeah, I do that.
Anything not diluted is juice. Orange juice, pineapple juice, apple juice. Anything that's diluted is squash. Even cordials I call squash. And then, but one name I do like using, and I picked this up from Yorkshire, water is referred to as council pop.
Never heard that.
Have you never heard that?
Nope.
Council pop. It just sounds a bit better than water, doesn't it? That's why I like it. It's just making something sound a little bit more posh than it is. Council pop is water out of the tap. So, but yeah, it's so I do have to be quite careful what I order. It's like, for example, if I order a sausage in a roll, I will probably get square sausage. If I want banger type sausages, I have to ask for links, and I have to be aware of that. And then sometimes, like this, I might go somewhere and I'll go, right, stupid question, but if I ask for sausage, will I get links or square sausage? And they'll usually look at me and go, square sausage, as though it's flipping obvious. Right, Laura says, Tash, roughly when did we send that big box of goodies? Can you remember? Laura says,
probably.
I think it's 8 years I've been with Mike and Teresa. Mark says, if they did matchstick models, I'll buy off them. Bless. Isopropanol alcohol works well. Yes, I've got loads of that. I'll contact Mike tomorrow about getting a custom done. You do that. I wish I had a kickback on everything that was sold. I'm off for the night, ladies. Head door. No worries. You take care, Laura. And Pete Webster, right. I'm going to go now, guys. I'll see you all next time. Take care and stay safe all night. Do you know, I don't know what I just said, but I seem to be knocking people off the stream now.
I don't think you said anything wrong.
It's just how it goes. Not everyone can make every minute. Guys, I'm going to take a 2-minute break, and this coffee's going to for me.
Oh, I'm just eating my chocolate. Oh, tea, guess what? I found pink. Saw it and I went, yeah. So soft. It's a unicorn. Pink one. I'm looking for something, but I don't know what it is. I don't want to do that colour. Boring. What's number 2? Oh, I've gotten right into this colour. Got right into it. This blue. Chucky.
You know what? I just copped a little look in my kitchen on the way to the toilet, and that brought an inner glow to me.
What?
Brought an inner glow to me. Because, you know, I did my just before the stream, I'd cleaned the kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
Half an hour, didn't it?
Yeah, then I buggered off to get some electric.
Yeah, and I even had time to mop the floor. And it was like, I'll be honest with you, I didn't want to do it. Couldn't be bothered. I had better things to do. You always do than cleaning, don't you? But I just thought, if I don't do it, I'll probably finish the stream late anyway. I won't do it after the stream. And then I'll get up at 5, 6 in the morning. And I definitely won't do it in the morning, will I? So I thought, do it now. Pre-stream.
It's looking good, though.
It is looking very nice. You know, I don't sing my own trumpets very much, but yeah. But it's it took me over an hour the other week just to do one little bit. But now that we've cleaned it, it wasn't like, don't think I'm like Steptoe and Son or anything like that. But it was we just let it get a little bit ahead of us. And it just needed a good old session. And once we're on top of it, it's positively gleaming.
Good.
It has got an absolute shine to it. And that floor actually does look all right when it's mopped. And I did. See, that's the thing. A couple of months ago, I treated myself to one of those flash super mops.
Oh, that's on TV.
Yeah, I never used the bloody thing, have I? takes batteries. You press a little button and all the little cleaning fluid comes out. But what I do is I have a little spray bottle with a mix of floor cleaner and water, and I just spray the floor first. And I don't use so much of the expensive flash solution. But I'm going to have a look at that bottle when it runs out. See if I can refill it.
You never know.
Well, if I can fill it up again. I can fill it up with a bit of diluted. I do like the IAC, whatever it's called, Siffy stuff. Use that's quite nice. They do kind of a foresty smell, which is quite nice. I don't like the conventional lemon and flowery smells, and they're doing a lot of cotton fresh laundries, air fresheners, but there's only so much clean laundry smell you can handle, isn't there?
Yeah, like that Unstoppables.
Oh God, don't even go there.
I just did.
That's so overpowering. But now every time I open the kitchen cupboard, I'm like, whew, yes, that smells clean in there.
I'm surprised it hasn't calmed down by now with it being in the cardboard box.
Wow, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, if it had calmed down, I'd love to know what it was like when it's fresh out of the factory.
Oh God, go to and find out.
I'll tell you what, I bet those factory workers have got a life expectancy of about 3 weeks, haven't they?
I couldn't do it.
No. To be honest with you, smelly stuff you get used to. I've worked in some smelly places, and the first couple of days are hard, but then you get used to it.
Yeah, because the smell comes immune to you.
Well, you get nose blind. They say about that on the Febreze advert, but it is actually a thing. You know yourself if you stand next to something smelly and you're like, whoa, I don't think I can handle this. After a couple of minutes, you forget, don't you?
Yeah.
And it is actually a thing.
Like the air freshener plug-in ones, I end up forgetting about. They're still plugged on.
Well, see, that's why I like those ones, the ones with 3 different smells. Yeah. Because you every so often it changes the smell, and that's why it's good. It's because of the different smell. That's why everyone loves them. Yeah, I'm going to be a bit naughty. I'm just going to pop the heating on again. I'm having a sod it day. Sod it, I'm putting the heating on.
Why not? That's what it's there for. My birdies I got theirs on.
Oh, that reminds me. I got an email the last couple of days from my electric company, my utility company. Apparently, I got another £66 payment coming.
You'll get that every month up until March.
It is monthly, is it?
Yeah, once a month.
Okay.
Up until March.
Well, the idea last time was that I was going to just pay it straight back to the electric company, knock it off the bill. But it actually came on the day before I had a payment due out that was bigger than my balance the day before the electric payment came.
Yeah.
So it covered that. And then this, that, and the other happened, and I was never able to pay it in.
Yeah.
But it just kind of, you pay it one way or another, won't you?
Well,
but I'm oddly enough, I've got more left over in my bank balance than I was expecting. It's payday today for me, and I have various pots. I've got a Monzo account. You can have like different pots, and then I've got standing orders to pay so much. So I've got a pot for bills, a pot for rent. Now, because I put money aside for rent on a weekly basis, but it's due monthly, I've actually got an extra week's rent saved. And and I've got more money in my account than I'm expecting. So I might just pay 66 quid, and then when that 66 quid comes through, I'll pay that as well. And that'll put me about £150 up on my electric bill. I'm just so scared when my minimum contract, when my fixed rate deal runs out.
Yeah, I think everyone's going to be in the same boat.
Yeah.
Literally.
I'm talking to someone today. I said it's absolutely ridiculous that I don't earn a bad wage. I earn a pretty good wage, and I do a lot of hours, and I'm in a position where I'm worrying about gas and electric. So what about all these pensioners and people on benefits?
Yeah.
And it's, you know, when you go out and you work a lot of hours and you get a decent rate of pay, you really shouldn't be worrying about day-to-day expenses. You know, I haven't got kids here. I haven't got a partner. I've got a lodger, so I've got extra income coming in. There's every reason for I shouldn't be worrying, should I?
No, but you're still going to. Everyone is.
So yeah, it just, you know, it's a worry. But I'll probably
It's had me worried.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's going to be understanding with one another.
Yeah, but that still don't mean the companies don't want their money. You know, they're not going to go, oh, I understand life stuff for you. Don't tell you what, don't bother paying your bill. See, now the Chancellor, like yesterday, he's changed. See, I think that cap is confusing because he said a cap of £2,000, and now he's changed that to 3,000.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, that's a lot. It's a big increase, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, that isn't a cap. It's not a cap of £3,000. It means that if you're an average user, you will pay £3,000. If you have your gas and electric on 24 hours a day, you will not pay £3,000. You will pay more. It's misleading. And then for the Chancellor to go, we'll give you this, and that's something about, you know, that's Conservative government. I'm like, you what? You've put us in this mess, then you've given a little bit back, and then you want us to thank you for it?
Yeah, I ain't.
But, you know, I think I said this yesterday. If I robbed you, stole 100 quid off you, and then went, oh, that's terrible, Natasha, I'll tell you what, here's 20 quid, and that'll help you get back to where you were. Are you then expected to be thankful?
Not if you're giving me £20 back of my own money, no.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, I know we shouldn't be doing politics. Mike's pulling his hair out right now, isn't he? Have we done football yet? Because that's winding me up as well.
We ain't done football yet.
Okay, let's do football.
Is that your game or the one in the World Cup-y one?
The World Cup-y one.
Yeah, that's
they're going, but it's not looking like, I mean, it even started yet, and that looks like it's going to be a disaster. You had those Danish journalists who were almost attacked by some police or whatever.
Yeah.
And they had permits to film there, and they were threatening to destroy their camera and stuff like that. Yeah. And I'm like, that's not even how the police should be acting. That's not how security should be acting. You know, but that's like the first day. And then now, and I know it's not a big thing, and some people say you shouldn't be drinking in stadiums anyway, but they said that they were going to relax the laws on drinking in stadiums. Now they've gone back on their word. And then, of course, you've got the main sponsor of the World Cup is Budweiser. They plowed millions into advertising, and now they're not going to be able to sell their alcohol. So that's a bit of a stab in the back, isn't it?
Yeah.
So They said that they'll have drinking places, designated drinking places. But do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they went back on their anti-homosexuality laws. I bet you they're running background checks on football players, and if Qatar gets out of the group stages, I bet you there'll be a lot of their upcoming opponent being arrested for being gay. It sounds far-fetched right now, but
I think they will still do it.
yeah. But you see, the problem is it's not just the first Middle East World Cup. It's the first World Cup held in a Muslim country. And not everybody has the brightest opinion of Muslim countries. There you go, Mike. Political, football, don't forget religion. So we're just touching on that. Not everybody has the best opinion of Muslims, rightfully or wrongfully. This is an opportunity for Qatar to show how nice Muslim people really can be. And if people are going to go to the World Cup and have a miserable time and regard that as having a miserable time in a Muslim country, it's not going to do any good whatsoever, is it?
No. I can't remember what I was going to get out.
I just hope the football is so exciting that everything else can be forgotten about. All right, there were a few atrocities going on, but the football tournament amazing. That's how I want the World Cup to go.
Yeah,
and obviously for USA to win the cup, but yeah, all right, that's never going to happen. Not yet, anyway. Oh. Right, what are we doing next? We are doing P. Pretty much the same colours we were doing over there, I'm afraid. I say I'm afraid, but it's all good. All good in the hood. 6-4. So you must have done inches and inches there.
What do you mean?
Well, you've done so much, haven't you? Because, while I've been talking.
I haven't, actually.
I know you haven't. I've
only done 2 lines, and that's got
2 lines.
Hang on, nearly done 2 lines. 2, 4, with 8 squares in it.
Well, must have been a really exciting show for everybody because nearly everybody's forgotten to guess on the yay/no game. £11. You know what? I think there's some people in Qatar right now that are happy to pay £11 a pint. They're just happy to get a pint at any price.
Yeah.
I mean, I to be honest with you, I don't. If I was out there and they suddenly announced you actually can't have alcohol, that really wouldn't bother me too much. I don't have to have alcohol. Did have a little drink at the hotel the other night, and it was nice. It was a nice little change, but I wouldn't. I've worked with agency drivers that got to buy like a 4 or an 8-pack of Stella after work every night, and I'm not going to judge them because you don't know how they got into that position. But if they have to have it every night, they're either extremely bored or they're addicted. Maybe they have trouble sleeping. Because I will admit, I did sleep very well that night. I had that little drink. And it was only a little drink. Yeah. But you see, I drink alcohol so infrequently that it has a much more amplified effect on me. It's like when you give kids alcohol compared to the adults, because the adults are used to it a bit more.
Yeah.
And I'm just not used to it. Basically, I'm a cheap date. Just if anyone was curious.
Whoa, what's this doing?
That don't sound good.
Being a weirdo.
756. That's our baby green again. I think I'm going to get to like that colour, aren't I? When I've done that wolf. I am chuffed to smithereens on that one.
I'm glad you are.
Yeah. I was genuinely going to buy it, but
I know.
I'm just not really in a position. It would be dark for me to buy. When I'm still trying to sort a lot of things out, it's a bit dark, a bit crazy for me to buy one now. But just out of curiosity, Mike, if I had placed an order for it, what would you have done? I mean, there's only so many excuses you can make, isn't there? I'm thinking what I would have done if I was Mike and it was the other way around. Probably tell the customer they've placed the order, and then when it doesn't, because the thing is, you all know I'm not going to complain when it's, because obviously I'm expecting it in about 4 weeks. When it doesn't turn up in about 4 weeks, I'm not going to complain on the anniversary date. So I'd probably start complaining maybe after 6 weeks, and then you could probably go, oh, I don't know, I'll check up on it.
Yeah.
And, you know, how long can you delay it before someone who's generally got lots of patience just goes off, bloody hell, what's going on? Like, does the object come in different sizes? No. Technically. Do you have this object in your house? Yes, I do. And it's funny because Natasha does not know the answer.
No.
Oh, da-ding. I think I'm about to have an argument with Mike. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
I like that answer.
What's that?
Mike's one. It just made me chuckle.
Oh, initially I would have been abducted by aliens. No reply. Then maybe suggest a different one to Natasha. Oh, yeah, that would work, wouldn't it?
No, sorry, that just made me chuckle.
So, you know that little messing around message that I sent?
Which messing around?
Demonstrating how to order a custom.
Yeah.
So, look, ignore this streaming, right? And then I put, thanks for messaging. So I put, I'd like a custom, please, can you help? And you guess what his reply is?
It's out of stock.
I haven't even told him what custom I want is out of stock. Great way to do business. Hello, I'd like to make an order out of stock. Whatever you want to order, it's out of stock. Oh dear. Right, adding the white. I wonder if this would be a good. Do you reckon if I'd done this destination blind in glow in the dark, do you think that'd be too much?
I don't know, because you can't really tell, can you, what the destination is?
No, but to have it glow in the dark.
True.
That'd be green glow in the dark, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So
it would be interesting to know.
Yeah.
Or see.
Unfortunately, we'll never know.
Nope.
I mean, I could order this as another custom so we could see what it's like, but unfortunately, it's out of stock. You heard it. I think I'm going to go elsewhere now for my customs. Another custom service I've just received. can tell I've still got the after effects of that cold because I can tell from the noise my nose is making when I breathe.
That's why I was kind of sure you had hay fever.
Yeah, it is cold. It's with hay fever. I feel like I've got a bad cold and it's over in a couple of days.
See, I struggle with it. It doesn't like leave me alone, so I
Yeah.
know when it's which is
I
which.
have done rather well this year. This is usually around about the time. Oh, that was you.
Is it echoey?
No, it just disappeared and come back. It was like you left and then thought, no, I'll change my mind. I will stay. Five. Right, guys, I'm going to make a call. I'm going to finish the stream when I finish this square. It's only 2 squares I've done, but you know, I always sort of aim to do more than I can possibly do. But I've done a little bit. I think that didn't want to go in there, did it? No. Don't know what possessed me to put a drill for a oh wait, I'll leave that alone. There you go. But yeah, I'm not going to say I'll have any more of this done before the next stream.
I'm not over.
I probably will actually, because like I say, my next stream is going to be Wednesday. I finish work on. No, hang on. Let me work my date tape. Right, I'm working Saturday and Sunday. I'm back Sunday night because I'm on day shift, but then I'm on night shift on Monday. So I've got to keep myself up all night. So obviously I'll finish my other one off while I'm off all night, and then depending on how quickly I finish it, I could tackle some more of this. So you possibly expect to see a little bit more of it done each stream, but you won't see, like if I work like 6 night shifts on a trot, don't expect to see any of it done, because when I'm working I literally just come straight home and go to bed, because I am exhausted. Even though I sleep half of the journey, I still come home exhausted. More so on days actually, because I don't really get so tired on a day run.
Yeah.
On the night runs, I'm like, yes, I'm going for a lie down. We do whatever we can. Do you know, we actually said to someone that they were booked on the front row seats, so we want to have a little bit of a nap on them. We went, oh, I'm so sorry guys, there's been a problem with the with those particular seats, but we've saved you these seats instead. And we actually moved the customers around so that we could free up the 2 seats at the front. Which is probably a bit naughty, you know. Oh, you know those seats you paid for? You can't have them because we want them.
Yeah, we want to sleep in them.
Yeah.
I could probably get some of this done over the weekend, but not a lot of it.
Well, do as much as you can or as little as you want. You know, it's not a competition, is it? It's a hobby to be enjoyed and savoured.
Yeah. Then it's a decision when I've completed this one, which one to start next.
Well,
I have got a few.
what you got? Because you've done your Wolfie one, haven't you?
Yeah, done the Wolfie one. It was before this one.
Budgie one.
I got my budgies.
Right. Okay, that's without seeing the others. That's my vote.
I knew you would.
No, it's you know what, right? I've said to you, I don't understand what people see in budgies, but I can see what you get out of your budgies.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, yeah.
I've got a tiger one.
Tiger sounds nice.
That one. Can't get it out, but it's there.
Is that the tiger that Teresa's done and shown us?
No, but I think I have got that one.
Right.
I've got the owl that's sitting on the thingy over there.
Oh, you haven't done that. It's just the box, is it?
It's there.
Do you know what? Right. I think we should do a vote on what you should do next.
But I've got a few.
I think we should have a vote.
I've got another leopard.
I think we should. Oh, another leopard. That's not the leopard that I'm doing, is it?
No, I've already done that leopard. You done?
That is nice, actually.
The other one I've got is a tiger.
Nice.
Got two tigers here.
Up those eyes.
And I have got an owl somewhere else down there.
Right.
So
What do you reckon, guys? Should we take control of what Natasha is doing next?
Well, I've got the dragon, but I think that's going to drive me nuts.
Why do you think that?
Because you've got to stick them on, haven't you?
Well, yeah, that's kind of the whole point of diamond painting, isn't it? You've got to stick them on.
I could just imagine myself getting it all wrong.
Oh, that dragon, that one.
Yeah, I've got that as well. That's diamonds.
My vote would be the dragon or the budgies.
Okay.
Personally speaking.
Yeah.
Because I think you will really enjoy that budgie one.
Yeah, it's my girls, isn't it?
Yeah.
I will have to eventually get one of the boys now.
As the budgies come in, as more and more. Oh, there's the face, there's the beak, there's the head. I think you'll love all that. But obviously, I'm saying the dragon because although I've got two of them sitting here, don't know why I bought two. But I'd like to see. I've never seen anything like that before.
Mm.
It's like a 3D painting.
Yeah.
Right. Initially, we read that one. And it came back to bite in the rear. Or I could say, sorry, Penny, factory's in shutdown for 4 weeks. Yeah,
I probably believe that and all.
I would have bought that, actually. I would have gone, okay, fair enough. And I probably would have sat on stream and gone, I'm sorry, guys, you know, it's the way it is, you know, modern times and that. Because, you know, I'm just so perfect customer type, aren't I?
Yeah, I would have believed it as well. So
yeah,
because this is the way I am.
Well, there you go. That's how we are. But again, see, I'm not one of these people who buy something because I want to do that one now. You know, I'm buying diamond paintings for when I finish this one. So, you know, I just go, oh, okay, well, I've got others in the catalogue, in the stash of shame, box of shame. The last tiger tash I just shown is the one I done. Right. Okay. So I've already seen that one in completed then.
Yeah, I have as well. She's shown me.
Yeah, but I've seen it in real life with my eyes, with no lenses or anything. Ha ha ha. See, super drill, perfect, lovely, nothing wrong with these ones. Oh, name me pick up pen isn't picking up. So what mad nutters have we still got all the way to this point of the show? 6 on.
Yeah.
Mind you, one of them 6 is me.
Oh, I'm watching. I've got it on my. I did have it on my thingy because I asked a question, didn't I?
Yes, you did. So basically, we're just the people watching the show as the ones involved with the show. Oh no! I just broke my tray.
No, you can't do that.
The other one now. There it is. Never mind. Ha ha ha! We use this one then. Actually, again, could give me a chance to use that Loctite. This is the one I did with the two-part epoxy.
Who?
This is the one I did with the two-part epoxy.
I probably won't know, because
I know by the mess I made on it.
That
ain't going to last long, is it?
No.
So,
you said it might not.
It's that ain't even stuck. That's just clung onto the surface. That when you can pull the glue, unless I put too much on, but right. Let's get the old get the old super glue out. The old tried and tested. Miss B says, "Me and my voices." The only trouble with this super glue is that you really do have to shake it, and sometimes the nozzle gets a little bit clogged. There we go. It is really good glue, though. Although saying that, I did was watching something on YouTube just last night.
All right.
Super glues work. Once they're opened, they've only got a short shelf life, and what happens is they get thicker and thicker until they get to the point where they don't stick anymore. And because the thicker they are, the more useless they are. If you've got one that's thicker to start with, that's obviously going to go off before a thin one. The thin super glues turn into thick super glues. So obviously if you've got a super glue that is thick to start with, it ain't going to be as longer lasting as, but then I find the thicker ones are, I just stuck my finger, look. Talking to super glue.
It hurts.
No, it's only on paper.
What?
Right, 168 is lowercase y. I have to be careful here because they mix lowercase, uppercase. That's a capital one. So just out of curiosity, what time are you up today?
Me?
Yeah, I was up
till I get tired.
We were chatting on stream last night. As you know, I got a bit annoyed last night. Shouldn't have done, but I did. And reinforced what a great bunch of friends I've got. Chris was quick off the block, wasn't he? Oh, you're right. I'm here.
God, yeah, he jumped in as soon as it ended, near enough.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about like, we didn't know he was about, and then he could see I was on a down, and he was straight in there. Oh, you're right. I'm there for you, Penny. And
all that.
But we were chatting till about 3 a.m.
Yeah, I didn't fall asleep till like gone 5.
Yeah, well, I in the end, I just said, look, I've got to go to bed because I'm getting tired and it is very late. And I kind of tried to I like to be up about 5 or 6 in the morning. And I thought, yeah, I'll probably still be up about 6 in the morning. So it'd be like 3 hours sleep. But I actually genuinely forgot to set my alarm clock. And I remember hearing V get up and do his juicy thing, whatever he's doing. He's in the kitchen, in the blender. And I was going to get up and I just thought, I can't be asked. And then I rolled over back to sleep again. And the next thing I know, it was about 10:30. So I was in a bit of a panic because I had to go to Iceland. This is how much of a bad landlady I am about not feeding people. V has never had mushy peas before. So we had planned fish chips and mushy peas just so he can try mushy peas. And then he goes and he comes home about 3 o'clock, because you were on stream with me, weren't you, Tasha? You're on Facebook chat. I said, what time do you want to do? I'm not going to be on till 11. What? Thanks, V. I was doing dinner today. I've gone down to Iceland and bought a nice bit of best actual cod I bought. Nice bit of chip shop style fish and chips. And it's still in the freezer.
It is.
So, and that's how much of a bad landlady I am. I always say that about when my old neighbours come round. I will see I'm a terrible landlady, aren't I? Oh. Right, looking for an R, but can't find an R. Can find a P, but there you go, R317.
I love that when you're looking for it and it's just like sat right in front of you.
Yeah, it's usually the way.
I love it.
And I actually didn't say that one to take the mickey out of you. That just came out.
They're just like staring at you in the face and you still can't see it.
Yeah. And then you think you've got everyone on there, and then I'll find another one later on that I missed.
Yeah.
Or in the case of the last square that I did, there's like a big patch of 4 or 5 that I've missed. So you end up doing the same colour like 3 times.
Yeah.
Now I want that P. I can't find it. There we go, 647. Oh, it's a greeny colour.
Right, that's part of my shoulder in.
Right.
Got the rest of it yet.
So we are counting body parts now, are we?
Yeah. Got a bit of my shoulder, my jumper in, a bit of my neck. Some in my face.
31. 3031 is 11. That's up here. 11, and that's it for that colour. One. Oh, no, it's 2 more down there. Oh, another one as well. See, they're just popping up. They're like, here I am. Oh, and there's another one, 5th one. Oh, number 6. Oh, excuse me. Hopefully you didn't catch that one on screen.
Yep, I did.
Did you?
Got ears like a hawk.
Oh, God. Have it got hawks? How has a hawk got ears?
Don't know, but I'm just saying it anyway. Felt like it. Instead of saying eyes like a hawk, I've got ears like a hawk.
Yeah.
Change it about a bit.
I saw this really funny video the other day. This woman, she'd caught this mouse in a warehouse, and rather than killing it, they shoot it into a bit of paper or something, and they put him outside, and it was on a loading dock.
Right.
And this mouse ran away, and it fell down the side of the loading bay, and they were like, "Oh no, is it all right?" And they looked, and he'd landed all right, and he carried on running, and he got about halfway in the little car park bit, and this hawk just went and got it. And they're like, "Oh my God, all that trouble they've gone to saving this mouse," and this hawk just went, "Yep, I'm having that, didn't I?"
I'm having that.
Yeah.
Not thinking about it, I'm just going after it.
Yeah. I did think that was fun. Not obviously like the fact that a hawk has eaten a mouse, but it's the situation. Although I'm not bothered by that. It's nature, isn't it?
Yeah.
I remember once I saw a magpie kill and eat a sparrow right on my I had like my bedroom window at one of the places I stayed. It looked over the roof, and it was on the roof right outside my window, and I'm like, I just opened the window. Will you do that somewhere else? And it just flew off.
Bloody hell.
But yeah, again, that one didn't really bother me too much because it's natural. Yeah, if you had some kids out with an air rifle, I'd be like, oh, that's absolutely horrible.
Yeah, I would be.
Oh, nearly there. Looks like I will have a 1/4 past to 1/2 past finish. So this is why I say 9:15, because I really must be in bed. And even when I finish the stream, you know when I say I'm going to finish the stream, that's usually a warning that I'm going to finish within about 2 hours, isn't it?
Mm.
Mind you, yesterday was a little bit of an exception to the rule, wasn't it?
True.
And it's just something happened right at the end of the stream. I do apologise, guys, for anyone that was watching. But I had sort of been thinking a lot about what to apply to that, and then in the end I just thought, A, I've probably lost the moment, and B, I've probably done the best thing by not saying anything.
I think that's wise.
Yeah. It's so much you want to say, isn't there?
I get that a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
And it just takes one person just to say don't, because it's just going to make things worse.
To be absolutely honest, dealing with that person, if I'd have given a long answer, it would have been completely wasted, because the guy can't even spell. I mean, he's got dyslexia, but he wouldn't have been able to understood what I wrote anyway, would he? 9865. Not saying he's, I'm not linking dyslexia with stupidity, but with the other things that he's got, I am. Right, X. I think there's a few X's to do on this one, isn't there?
Is it colour?
It's 451. I don't really think I think out of all of this whole darn painting so far, I think I've probably put about 20 drills that are actually classed as colour.
It'll be further down, won't it, where you start getting colours.
Well, it's a great big wing mirror there.
Mm.
I don't know if those big yellow wing mirrors spoil the look or not. Obviously they're put there for safety, because people say they don't see them when they get their heads clunked by the well. It's funny when that happens. As you're pulling into a bus stop, you'll get someone walk along the curb and they bang their head on the wing mirror. And it's just, you can't help laughing.
That's something I would do.
Wow, it's like an episode of Laurel and Hardy.
I'd just laugh, even though you're not supposed to, because it's going to hurt.
Yeah, but if you see this you see a bus coming in, would you walk along the curb?
No, because I'm not stupid enough.
No.
But you do get people that are. Not like stupid, but they walk there because it's probably
lack of common sense, I think, is the expression you're looking for.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one.
I just can't think of words.
No, it's all right. But like they say, you can do a degree on David Beckham, you can do a degree on Spice Girls. There's not one educational establishment that teaches common sense.
No.
Oh, quite looking forward to ease. There's quite a few of them. I've got 11 drills left to do, and 5 of them are ease. White plus sign 934. Oh, got another one. Look. Oh dear, I've got itches on my cheeks now. Don't know what that's about. Pi symbol, where have you gone? Pi 414. Oh, actually going to be warm tonight. Got the heating on. I am going to turn the heating off in a minute though. Right, number 11, 3031. think I have done 11 already on this square. So 3 different colours left. I'm saving the big one till last. Right, hourglass 413. That's another shade of grey with a little touch of blue in. And number 9. That could be a colour. That could be. That's looking like it might be a colour. Number 9, 316. Are you ready? Oh, look at that. It's a colour.
Yay.
Oh, where that just come from? Just popped in to say hello.
Yeah,
Right.
probably was getting lonely.
Last drills, E3861. That's as close as a colour you're going to get for a while, isn't it?
True.
Ta-da! So not a massive amount done, but just filling in the little details now. But we've got a bit more edging of the bust. You can see a little bit more about the destination blind now. You can see that it is a destination blind. You can almost read that, can't you?
Almost.
Almost.
It's a bit blurry for me, but
I think that's service A, but I believe that the A's. No, it's not a service A. It is a service B, because the A's that's done. That was taken at Blue Water Shopping Centre, and I know that or is it I can't remember which way around, but I think that is a B. That's how shiny it was in the dark. You know, it glows. So tomorrow or next show, I'll continue this down to about that level. But what I want to try and focus on is getting all of. Oh, you can't see it because the camera's at an angle. There we go. I want to focus on this bit. I want to finish up the 310s with the ABs in. So I've got to get all of these little lampposty bits in as well. But all of this, and then once that's done, I'll do this square there, which has just got a few AB 310s in, and then we'll try and get that linked up to do the angles, and then I might just bring it down again. But it's funny how I have a way of doing it, but I tend to just ignore it based on what I'm doing. So yeah, how far are we down? That's almost halfway there. So it's probably 2, 3. It's not even a quarter done. It's probably about 20% done roughly. I want another row across there. That bit is probably 1/4, and then there's 3 other squares done, so that'll fill that line in. So I'd say maybe about 20% done. Right, so yes, that's the big one in the hallway. My voices. Does the object have wood? Are you being rude there?
No, I'm just going back to questions, isn't it?
No, it doesn't have wood. So we'll possibly be getting. I think this one's going to run for a while. I'm confident, more confident than the first 2. I didn't expect the first one to be guessed within a day or 2. But it did give me a good feeler on how smart you guys are. I didn't want to go for something really obscure on day 1, and then I think the way
one of them I could have gone really obscure.
But if you go too obscure and then get a no answer, it's not going to help anyone, is it?
But it would have eliminated some for me.
Fair enough. What, like, is it a budgie?
No. It was really obscure stuff I was thinking of.
Do you want to chuck in an obscure one?
What?
Do you want to chuck in the obscure one? Just a little bonus for people that still watch them.
I can't pronounce it properly. It's a bat squatch, and they got wings.
Squatch.
I can't spell
Are
it.
you asking, is it specifically that?
That's what was running in my head. How
Okay.
and what had wings. That's how
Right.
far out my brain goes.
Okay. No, it's fine. Does that mean that if I give a simple one, you got no chance of getting it?
I
Because
can't.
you're so far out of the
I
box.
got the first one straight away, near enough.
Did you?
Mm.
I can't remember what the first one was.
Octopus.
Of course it was, yeah. You really got that straight away. Well, you'll get this one.
As soon as it was the 4 legs out of the way, I knew exactly what it was, but I just had to keep
Right.
quiet because I wanted, obviously, the viewers to get it.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Too nice, you know that, don't you?
I'd just rather just ask random stuff if it.
I've got to be honest with you. If I was able to play it, I would be really trying hard to win it. I don't want anyone else to win it. I've got to win it. That's how I do.
I just think it's obscure. That's how obscure I went out. I'll have to send you the spelling of it.
Okay. I think.
Then you'll know what I was on
Oh,
about.
sorry. That's what happens when you're up till 3 in the morning. You get up at 10.
I was up at, I don't know what time this morning. Quite early, surprisingly.
Well, I decided not to have my afternoon nap this afternoon because I thought if I have my afternoon nap, I only just got up. At least,
well, you probably like your afternoon nap, don't you?
Well, to be honest with you, my excuse is if I'm up at sort of 5 or 6 in the morning, if I have a nap about 2 o'clock, that's like 8 hours after I've got up. So it's not like it's being lazy, is it? It's just a little bit of a power thing, a little bit of a.
Yeah.
That reminds me, how's my phone doing? Not that I need it charged up now. Oh, it's actually on 100%. So now I could take my phone to bed and put it on charge at 100%. So it don't take that long to charge actually when you get. We have a bit of trouble on the buses because they've got like low power chargers, and then when you're running a sat nav on your phone at the same time with a low charger, sometimes it actually charges it down. But it just can't keep up. Right, guys. So, thank you very much. Shall we chat for 5 minutes, or shall we just have an early night?
I don't mind chatting for 5 minutes. Up to you on how you feel.
Everybody is. You know, you got a choice here. You can go, oh, Penny, you go, you deserve it. You have an early night, or you can go, I'm gonna be totally selfish. Oh,
see how obscure I went with mystical.
Right, so Bats, is that actually the animal or is that the brand name of the drink?
I don't know. But it's...
Well, I might as well say it's not that.
It weren't that, no. But
so is that why you're asking, like, have you got it in your house at the moment?
No, I just think of questions, just random.
Okay.
But I don't know what it is.
Nice. You have an interesting way of thinking.
See what I mean? It's my brain works differently.
Genuinely interesting. I love it when people have a different thought process. This is why I'm into serial killers. Because I love to
watch a lot of that on Netflix and on there.
Why do people think that what they're doing is quite quite acceptable? And it's just curiosity. I do watch a lot of things like Casual Criminalist, and that guy who's in what's that prison? Oh, Bamba or something his name is. Just killed his whole family, didn't he?
Oh, beginning with B.
Yeah, Bamba. Something
Bamba.
Bamba.
Yeah. I watched all that.
I think his surname's Bamba, not to be confused with Bamba Gascoigne.
I watched the other one that was Liking Men.
Yeah, that's on
Netflix.
It's on Netflix. It's apparently he's really famous, but people don't know about him until they brought the program out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've forgotten his name now.
Begins with a B and O. Balmer. Is that the one you're on about?
Or something like that. Yeah.
I watched that. So I watch all
Did you-
stuff like that.
Was it you who said that you need to watch the first one a couple of times? It's a bit slow to get into it. And I
Yeah, I
think,
was a bit like that with it.
yeah.
I'd start off with. It's
Oh,
one of them I had to watch a couple of times on the first couple of episodes.
I just found the hairbrush. Someone bought this for me because they know I like purple. So they bought me a hairbrush in it with,
Got glitter.
yeah. Just hope that doesn't burst open. You know, now I'm brushing my hair one day and suddenly
That would be funny to see on
all my
stream, wouldn't
customers
it?
will be looking at me like, you've got glitter in your hair. And I'll just go, Merry Christmas. Oh, I got a new thing that I say on the bus now. I say, oh, we're running on time, but we have got to deal with the traffic on Birmingham, whatever. So we are expected to be there anything between half an hour early and Christmas. And they love it.
That's you.
Hmm.
Oh, God. Well, who knows with this bloody traffic nowadays?
Well, it's Birmingham is the worst bit. We've come out of Birmingham on time. We get to the
Anything
end.
I know about Birmingham is the Sketty Junction.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to be a bit controversial here. That ain't too bad, really. If you look at the signs nice and early, prepare for the junctions as early as you can. It's easy, you know.
All I know about Birmingham.
Yeah, you just see when I look at because I confuse people. I go like they go, oh, turn left there, and I'll go towards Lancaster. And they go, no, we're not going to Lancaster. I'm like, no, I'm taking the sign as though we're going to Lancaster, and then it just helps me remember things, you know. So the other day we were coming to Preston. It's like Preston South. No, don't go Preston South. Go Preston Central, which kind of makes sense because you're going to the centre of Preston. Still haven't found the football ground yet. But if you get a nice day, when you go up that M6, I think it's the M6, you get a nice little view of Warsaw's ground, which is quite a characterful football ground. I think you also get Bolton, which I think is a boring looking football ground from the outside. It just looks too flashy, a lot flashier than the club is. And why have I suddenly got flies everywhere? Are they after my chocolate biscuits?
Probably.
Yeah, and I quite like seeing the football grounds. We took a wrong turning sometimes and gone through because we go through Salford sometimes. So you get to go past Old Trafford, which is, well, that's old. That's very characterful actually, because that's not really been updated on the outside for a long time. So that's a nice stuff. I like the older stadiums. I like the older buildings. There's a really nice building near Birmingham. Is it something to do with Dunlop? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know the one I mean? And
Yeah.
what they've done is they put a Premier Inn on the end of it. I don't know if a whole lot. I want to say Dunlop Towers, but it's not. I don't think it is Dunlop Towers. I think Dunlop Towers is actually in East Kilbride.
Yeah.
But yeah, and there's a as we're coming into Manchester, there's a nice building, and it just shouts out, this used to be a cotton mill kind of shaped building. And I think, how many children have died in that building over the years?
You do though, because you just go back to years, don't you?
Well, that's in the old days. That's where all the Industrial Revolution was, wasn't it? And you had all these big buildings, and you know, it looks like it could have about 100 floors, but probably had about 4 floors because of the machines. And you got all these windows high up, but not many windows low down. And this is obviously to do with ventilation, not to make it look nice for the workers. But yeah, the I'm sure it's. I'll look out for it again. And I got this problem. Because I know Haribo likes what's his name? Jack something trucks, and we see them on the road. And every time I see them, I'm driving. and I want to catch one when I'm not driving. I'll just take a quick picture of it, and I'll go, there you go, a little present for you. So talking to Haribo, don't forget to subscribe to his channel. I've now finished his intro for him. I've equalized the sound a little bit so it's not loud and quiet, and I've edited a little bit so that the wording is just slightly different. So
It's better now.
I think it's better. We enjoyed that, didn't we?
Yeah, that was totally fun to do that one.
I think secretly we enjoyed the editing as much as we did the making.
I don't want to do this editing now. That's what it was at 5:15.
You go, why
still
don't
went
you
ahead
do
and
it
done it.
He goes, why didn't you do it now? I says, 5:15. All right, let's just do it. And then it took us about 10 minutes, didn't it? But
yeah.
Thing is, when we were making it, it must have took us, what, 2-3 hours?
Yeah, in between.
Like 10 minutes. We just got right into it, and we really got into it, and we really enjoyed that, didn't we?
Yeah, that was one of the most ones I've enjoyed doing.
Yeah. A bit, especially a bit where he goes, you can make it a sandwich.
Yeah, every time I hear that part, I'm doing that.
Every time. Do you know what? I'm going to do a naughty. See if I can find it. Videos. YouTube. I believe it's called Haribo 3 now. Yeah. Yeah, that's how many edits I've done. Right. Shh, don't tell Haribo I'm playing his video on live.
No,
I didn't. That's why I went, oh shit. I mean, if you've seen it before, there isn't a lot of change. It's just a little bit.
Yeah, we know where it is.
Yeah. I do like that sound better.
You, otherwise I'm going to call the policeman.
Come in, squad car 4.
Hello?
Haribo is now tastier than ever.
Like fire and a little bit of electricity. This apple's got a face like Uncle David. It's kind of sweet and sour. You can make a big sandwich. Right, that's it. No more sweets for a week.
I like that.
God, could you imagine us with no sleep for a week?
Yeah, well, no, I don't think that'd bother us much. Well, I don't know about sweets. Actually, you know what? You'd be the worst thing, wouldn't you? If our kids come in and go, right, no more coffee for a week.
Yeah, oh, it's like stuff you.
I don't think I'd wake up in the mornings. I'm just, no, but sometimes I'll go bed. Just before I'm going to bed, I'm doing a bit of diamond painting and I'm like, and then I'll be tired. But even when I'm tired, I can see all the symbols and everything. All right, I'm getting tired now. I'll go to bed. And I'll wake up in the morning and I'm like, looking at, and I can't see a thing. And then it's not till I've had about half a cup of coffee that I can just start to make out the difference between black and white. And, and then it just starts to come in. And I'd like to bet if there's any mistakes done on my diamond painting, that's when I've first woken up in the morning. So, right, guys, I am going to disappear now. I'm going to have a 5-minute early night. So thank you very much for watching, guys. My next stream is going to be Wednesday because I'm working tomorrow and Sunday and Monday and Tuesday. So my streaming next week is Wednesday, Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, because I'm going to be late back. Was it Wednesday? Yeah, but there's no limit on Wednesday because I'm on nights. So Thursday, Friday I'm working, Saturday, Sunday off. But The rotors tend to come out Wednesday or Thursday, so I probably might not know on Wednesday what I'm doing the week after. So I don't know what kind of a stream I'm going to be having on a Sunday. Obviously, if I'm on an early shift on Monday or a day off, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Day off, maybe they. I have actually asked him about holiday. So should have 8 days holiday left, and I've said, can I transfer that over to next year to give me 36 days holiday instead of 28? We don't get a lot of holiday. We get 4 weeks, but the way our holiday works is that they don't give us any enhancements for bank holiday. A lot of companies will give you double time or single pay and a lieu day. What they do here is that you get nothing extra. That bank holiday is a normal day, but they give you an extra 8 days holiday instead. So it kind of works the same out. The only trouble is you have to hold some back, so that if you are off, they might force you to have a day's holiday for Christmas and New Year. So you got to hold a few days back, but that's not a problem. I think we are operating Christmas Day, so we will not need to use any of that. Anyway, so I should have 8 days holiday, but somehow I've got 13 days left. So I've already booked my holiday for next year, but I haven't had it accepted or rejected. So I sent a message to my boss saying, "Oh, when are we likely to know when that is?" And he's just replied back. He says, "Oh, I'm getting on with it shortly." I said, "No rush." I said, "I just want to get in there first." I said, "But oh, by the way, I've got 13 days. Can I transfer 10 over and have maybe 3, maybe 4 days holiday this year?" So fingers crossed, I might be able to sneak a bit of extra holiday in. So a little bit of a naughty holiday, but it's their fault. If they don't deduct the holidays off my entitlement when I take them, then I'll take them again, and I'll keep taking them till they do deduct the entitlements off. Okay. So right, so I'm going to disappear now. Thank you very much for watching. Teresa says another great stream, both. It is. It's really good when Natasha's here. So usual thing. I'm going to let Natasha close the show because I don't. Sorry, I caught my leg the other week, and I've been trying.
Is it still playing up?
It's sore.
Got itchy.
Yeah, I just scratched it and just caught the end of the scab, and I actually lifted it right up. So I thought, if I can just pull that lifted bit off, and it just caught a bit that hadn't lifted. So it's my fault. It's my fault. What I really
starts itching, though, it starts itching.
Yeah. What I really need to do is have a bath, soak my leg in the bath, and then that just kind of falls off then, doesn't it? Anyway, right. So as I say, no one closes the show like Natasha, so I will let her close the show as usual. So take care, guys. I will see you Wednesday.
Thank you once again for joining. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope to see you on the next one. In the meantime, happy crafting and stay safe. Bye.